Uh, Yeah, I'm live. Sorry, late. Obviously, late. Had a few things to sort out. Didn't have time to freaking rechange the thingy, man. I forgot my famous Machino scarf. I know everyone loves this scarf. That's why I put it on. Just for the public, man. Just for the public. And when I don't wear it, everyone says, "Where's your scarf, Raj? Where's your scarf?" So I have to wear it. I have to wear it. All right. So, God's sake, what's going on? I'm just going to go through a few things. Very interesting. Let me just double check something. Yeah, my somebody I know who's a police officer. You know, good information. Thank you to one of my brother's mates. They're a police officer, and you know they're giving me some good information about what Sid Bash was saying last night. And let's just say, officer, you know, we'll go over what you might have said, which was it legal, and whether you know what you said could it be breach of the code of conduct of a police officer. Let me just play a little tune while I quickly just do some stuff. This, you know, people might have heard it before, but the last couple of days we're going to congratulate Fudul Faz, because as much as I hate the guy, I've got to give him recognition for the fact that he has done something that, you know, apart from doing Coke all the time, Coca-Cola, he's done something else which is pretty impressive. In Bangladesh, he broke the record for the most singles sold by a Bengali artist ever, and he won every single category of the Bengali MTV Awards, yeah, and they even had a category for the biggest football, and he won that as well. Big up to him, man. Yeah, and so you know, obviously I've got my contacts. You know, I managed to get the performance that you know Football Faz done at the Bengali MTV Awards around a week ago. So here you go, guys. While I do a few things, enjoy his performance. It's a classic, though. Big up to him for this.
Just tell me when he said anything about me, please, yeah? Just tell me if he said anything about me. No, just tell me. Raj, listen, I know you're listening. Look, Raj, I know you're listening. Say my name. Say my name. Go on. I dare you.
Say my name. Say my name. Say my name, bro. It's on, bro.
Oh, listen. Raj, put my name on your title. Watch what happens to you. Raj, come on the panel, man. Say my name, Raj. You know you're going to get fucked. Simple. Yeah? That's why you're not going to say my name.
Come on, really. It's important.
Come on, say my name. Just say my name, Raj. You just got to mention my name.
Say Faz's name.
Come on, say my name. Just say my name, Raj. You just got to mention my name.
Say Faz's name.
Just tell me when he said anything about me, please, yeah? Just tell me if he said anything about me. No, just tell me. Raj, listen, I know you're listening. Look, Raj, I know you're listening. Say my name. Say my name. Go on. I dare you.
Say my name. Say my name. Say my name, bro. It's on, bro.
Oh, listen. Raj, put my name on your title. Watch what happens to you. Raj, come on the panel, man. Say my name, Raj. You know you're going to get fucked. Simple. Yeah? That's why you're not going to say my name. Come on, say my name. Just say my name, Raj. You should have mentioned my name.
Say Faz's name.
Come on, say my name. Just say my name, Raj. You should have mentioned my name.
Say Faz's name.
Just tell me when he said anything about me, please, yeah? Just tell me if he said anything about me. No, just tell me. Raj, listen, I know you're listening. Look, Raj, I know you're listening. say my name. Say my name. Go on. I dare you.
Say my name. Say my name. Say my name, bro. It's on, bro.
Oh, listen. Raj, put my name on your title. Watch what happens to you. Raj,
Oh, wow.
come on the panel, man. Say my name, Raj. You know you're going to get fucked. Simple. Yeah? That's why you're not going to say my name.
It's simple.
Come on, say my name.
Like I
Just say my name, Raj. You're going to mention my name.
say, Father's name.
Just tell me when he says anything about me, please, yeah? Just tell me if he says anything about me. No, just tell me. Raj, listen, I know you're listening. Look, Raj, I know you're listening. Say my name. Say my name. Go on. I dare you.
Say my name. Say my name. Say my name, bro. It's on, bro.
Just tell me when he says anything about me, please, yeah? Just tell me if he says anything about me. No, just tell me. Raj, listen, I know you're listening. Look, Raj, I know you're listening. Say my name. Say my name. Go on. I dare you.
Say my name. Say my name. Say my name, bro. It's on, bro.
Oh, listen, Raj, put my name on your title. Watch what happens to you. Raj, come on the panel, man. Say my name, Raj. You know you're going to get fucked. Simple. Yeah? That's why you're not going to say my name. Come on, say my name.
Like I
Just say my name, Raj. You're just going to mention my name.
say, Father's name.
Come on, say my name.
Like I
Just say my name, Raj. You're just going to mention my name.
say, Father's name.
Just tell me when he says anything about me, please, yeah? Just tell me if he says anything about me. No, just tell me. Raj, listen, I know you're listening. Look, Raj, I know you're listening. Say my name. Say my name. Go on. I dare you.
Say my name. Say my name. Say my name, bro. It's on, bro.
Oh, listen, Raj, put my name on your title. Watch what happens to you. Raj, come on the panel, man. Say my name, Raj. You know you're going to get fucked. Simple. Yeah? That's why you're not going to say my name. Come on, say my name.
Like I
Just say my name, Raj. You're just going to mention my name.
say, Father's name.
Come on, say my name.
Like I
Just say my name, Raj. You're just going to mention my name.
say, Father's name.
Just tell me when he says anything about me, please, yeah? Just tell me if he says anything about me. No, just tell me. Raj, listen, I know you're listening. Look, Raj, I know you're listening.
Yeah, amazing song. Now, I was gonna look. One of the big things happened. Yeah, obviously, when I did the title of the show, look what's happened. Look what's happened. You know when you got people shook when videos start getting removed. Look at this. The show I was gonna do today, yeah, the video's gone. Do you know why the video's gone? Because Sid Pash was saying on the video he's going to get his friends, yeah, in the police to look into me. Yeah? Oh, big up to you, Stiggy. So to channel. But do you know what, Sid Bash? I got the recording. What I'm going to have to quickly do now, so just bear with me for a minute because I don't want to do too much stuff at the same time because my computer will blow up. My computer might go blurry for a minute, but let me just quickly edit the main bit. Let me just quickly edit the main bit where he's talking about his police contacts. Because this is very interesting for this guy to be saying this so blatantly on the thingy. Because you know what? You're a police officer. If you ever did that, dude, I'm telling you straight now, I was going to build up to this. Your mate will get sacked. So try it, bitch. Even the fact that you've said it, I'm not even sure if that's legal. I'm going to have to look into it. Just give me a minute. I'm listening to it as I'm editing it, so I'm going to upload it to YouTube. There it is. Okay, so I got the main bit. So obviously they're being clever now. They removed it because they know what he knows. What he said is totally ridiculous. All right, so you're gonna have to give me a minute, man. Sorry, guys. Obviously, where when I'm doing this, I have to concentrate because I'm trying to find the spots. I need to clip it. What else is there? There's another bit here as well. So 217. These guys are shook. Video's been removed. But dude, man, you're not. You don't think that Raj doesn't record everything? Come on, man. I got the whole stream from beginning to end. So Sid Bash, you said some crazy stuff in there. I mean, you're lucky today. I can't actually go over the whole thing. Don't worry. I'll do another show. I'll clip everything, and I'll do a whole show. But let me just get the main bit about you because you're talking very recklessly for somebody that you think you're above the law or something. You think your mates can start investigating me in the police? Yeah, really? Who are your friends in the police then? Because what else are you looking into? There it is. Okay, let me just clip that. Hopefully it don't take too long to save. Then I can get the main bit, which I wanted to talk about, out of the way. I might as well go over yesterday's show then from, what is it called? Why So Religious, yeah? Because I had a conversation with Why So Religious yesterday, and that guy is absolutely... I think there's something wrong with him because he's always angry, yeah, and hysterical, like he's just mad. Now I'm not saying, and he's quite dumb as well when I spoke to him because some of the stuff he was saying yesterday, I don't know whether I was speaking another language, whether I was speaking another language, but the guy was just not. Not behaving right. Now, before I'm just saving something, so I don't want to do anything too intensive. Let me get the main bit. Big up to Sunny S. I've pretty much done your dog's drawing. I think I don't want to do too much more to it. I think it looks pretty good in the sense that, I think the grass looks nice. It's come out pretty good. The background's not too bad. I think the furs come out all right. A nice color now, a bit of red into it. Nice color to it. So I think it's come out all right. Big up to Sonny, yes, man. He's allowing me to keep it for a little bit, just so I can show people like this is one of the first pets. But I'm gonna one of the things I've realized with color pencil as well. It's sometimes best to leave it alone for a couple of days and then go back into it. There's a little bits and pieces I want to neaten up, because it's still a little bit rough in certain areas. So big up to Sunny, yes, man. Big up to Sunny, and thanks for allowing me to do it. I appreciate it. And got other ones to do as well, so I'll start getting through them one by one. Let me just upload this video. And obviously they got shook and they took the video down. Don't blame you, dude. What you were saying was illegal. You're talking about wasting police time. That I'm wasting police time. Isn't it wasting police time to have your friends look into me? Yeah. So you're telling me I'm wasting police time. Even though I got legitimate reasons to phone the police. In 2020, you might be surprised I only called the police once for the letter situation. That's it. The Lehman letter situation. That's it. Yeah, and that was all linked to the whole situation with skits and everything as well. So it was one thing. Yeah. It could be his brother. It could because he's got a family member that works in the control room in thingy. So don't think you're going to start talking about your brother, your family member looking into me and my particular complaints and stuff. And I'm not going to F you up the bund in the sense of mentally. I don't know what Sid Bash thinks. He thinks he's some kind of, I call him Savage Sid Bash. Savage Sid Bash. He's on a roid rage or something. Yeah, he's on a roid rage. He thinks he can dictate who phones the police to waste police time, but you want to phone the police your own family members to waste their time while they're working to look into me. Now, I'm going to call the police because I've already got somebody that I know. Let me just quickly just respond to something. They're just thingy. Yeah, got it confirmed. I knew it was illegal anyway, but it's actually. Let me just double check exactly what. It's a breach of data protection. The police officers do not have free range to dip their hands into any cases they choose. Oh, okay. Okay. But this guy seems to think that his family member or whoever it is, his contacts are going to start looking into my cases. Okay, okay. Interesting. Is it blurry? What's happening? Yeah, my computer's uploading. Give it a minute. Give it a minute, because obviously when it's uploading, it starts going blurry. You know, obviously, once they saw my title, the video has been taken down. The video has been taken down. It was literally up around just before I put the video, the title up, and now the video is down because they know they effed up big time on that one. Okay, so let's go over the evidence. So before I do that, let me say a couple of hellos, and then I'll thingy. Rob TT, Honor and Prosper, big up Cizelle, Ultra Celery, AK I'm in the Ghetto, big up, Autism Dan, big up, Tim Masuna, yeah. Raj, a new DJ, yeah, I'm pretty good at DJing, man. Educated Guest, working, big up to Dave Smith, man. Rodney K, big up, Educated Guest, Louise, big up, Jack, Radio, big up, the rest of it. You know me, blood. Why can't you through it, Raj? Dude, you can't even write English, Pudida. Why can't you through it? What do you mean, why can't you through it, you moron? Jack Attack. Zotto is going, me, on the channel called Raj Speakers Corner. Me. Otherwise, I can't talk about myself on my own channel. Me. Raj, I heard that talk and you didn't do. Yeah, I didn't. I've never said I'm a good representation in terms of Sikhism. I'm probably one of the worst people to talk when it comes to philosophy and stuff. Obviously, yeah, I've never claimed to be a good Sikh. I've never claimed to be somebody that should be representing Sikhism when it comes to the religion and stuff. I think I'm probably the worst person to represent it. But I'm out here. I can at least talk, whereas you can't, pussy up. Yeah, you're an internet football who, rather than saying, Raj, you're getting it wrong, let me jump on and say it, what you're doing, you're sitting in your room naked, probably with a goddamn banana in your mouth, and you're freaking dirty, stapled to the chair, saying, I can't go on the internet, I can't talk. Yeah, you're scared, so I don't blame you, though. So Autism down, Sonny, yes, big up. Mr. Polydetic, big up. You know you said when Kate called you, they say, well, I called the police because she was saying that the Sikh community is gonna F me up and they're gonna deal with me, and was linking me to murderers that killed their wives, saying it was my brother because he's killed his wife because he's gay, and claiming that was my brother. So obviously, yeah, let the police decide, you know, what they can do. Ultra. Is Ultra Concrete? Yeah, big up. Email me back. Jack to that live. They could Rob MT. Take down Iran. Just have a look. This is a warning to if you keep on talking to women the way you do, there will be problems. This is just sincere advice. Your address is out there. This is no threat but other. Yeah, okay, my address is out there. Yeah. You know what? I got a lot of cutting in the in the thing here. You know, like I think I got 2 of these now. So what do you when you got the tree here, like you do what you're gonna do. Now, respect, respect, respect. My punda stinks. My punda stinks. Respect. Come to bed. Respect. Hurry up. It needs to be fed. It's hungry. My punda stinks. My name's Kay. My punda stinks. It's hungry. Hurry up. I'm starving for a cock. Yeah, how are you going to stop me? Now, that woman is going to be dealt with by the family, not by me. My mother wants to speak to her. My sisters want to speak to her. Because not only has she disrespected me, she's disrespected my entire family, including mother, sisters, brother, father, grandfather. You know when she's saying, when you say, yeah, that my family, yeah, were racist, yeah, and in Uganda they were racist, you're calling my granddad a racist. My granddad has how many offsprings? He had 8 children, actually 9 children. Those 9 children, yeah, are all around the UK. When you're saying Ugandans are not Punjabi and we're racist, do you know how many Ugandan Sikhs are in the UK that actually were born in the Punjab? I mean, born in Uganda. My family weren't even born there. My mum was born in Punjab and went when she was 1 and then come back to the Punjab when she was 16. Yeah, these people have literally lived there and then got kicked out by Idi Amin. These people want to speak to her because the amount of shit she's spreading about Ugandan Sikhs is on another level. And in Birmingham, there's loads of Ugandan Sikhs, especially my brother-in-law. Now, to yourself, yeah, this guy saying, oh, Raj, take down Raj. What I will say to you, yeah, she's a hoe, a kundri, yeah, and she's a nasty bitch. What you gonna do now? What you gonna do? She never insulted my family. She never insulted my family. Oh my God. All right, I don't want to play it here. If I have to play it, I'll have to play it. All right, I'll have to play it. She said, my sisters only like white men, yeah, and that 2 of my sisters are married to white men because my family's effed up and it's all destroyed. She said my mum and dad were chucked out of Uganda because of whatever, and they're asylum seekers. My mum and dad are never asylum seekers. She's been saying that my sister was left to die, yeah, because she's ill, because my whole family neglected her and left her in a piss and everything and for her to die. Yeah, she has said so much tamasha about my family and number here, and these guys are saying she never. I got the recording. Yeah, I got the recording. When my mum heard it, she was freaking furious. Oh, she never said nothing about my family. So when she's saying my sister was left to die, yeah, in her own piss and shit, who is she talking about? Because if I'm not looking after her, then she's saying my brothers didn't look after her, my sisters didn't look after her, my mother didn't look after her, that my father didn't look after her. When she's saying that my family only marries white men because of my family's effed up, what does that mean? You're disrespecting my whole family. Pussy-o. Yeah. That woman, yeah, I can't do nothing to her because she's allegedly a woman. But my mum, yeah, when she gets hold of that woman, yeah, and she speaks to her, it's going to be peak for her. Because my mum may be a nice old lady, yeah, but I'm telling you, yeah, I'm telling you. No, I'm not turning the other cheek. I'm not turning the other cheek. What I'm saying to you, I won't do nothing. But my mum, my sisters, and my whole family want to talk to her. The whole family want to talk to her. I've told my mum everything. Sarakoshi. I've told her everything. I played the recordings. I've showed her everything. These people think that they can talk about my family here on a public platform with thousands of people saying that I left my sister, me and my family left my sister for dead, saying that my family are racist, my granddad. And then you want me to say nothing about her. Says the most filthiest stuff to me. I'm a dirty Ugandan and all that stuff, yeah. And all this shit. Oh, how you going, man? Big up. So, have you received any leaflets? We got a few about you in East Ham in your post of here. Can you send it to me though, dude? I know you're probably the guy sending it because it's actually illegal. I've actually checked with the police already about leaflets. You can't distribute leaflets about people. And what's going to happen, whoever distributed them, 100% the police can find the CCTV camera. It's going to be very easy to find you, whoever did that. So let me just go to Fidul Sid Bash here. Let me just show you. Yeah, here he is. So now this guy, yeah, has incriminated his friend. I want to find out who is his friend who's going to do this. Yeah, have a look.
You know this video?
You know what it is?
You know this video?
You know
Yeah.
what it is? He's trying to
He's
use the
saying
police
he's
to
dialed
find out who
101.
she
Okay,
is.
fine.
Yeah, but the difference is
No, if you dial 101 and you tell him your life. No, but Sid, check this out.
Play
Yeah?
by his
You know
own
that
game,
police, you
bro.
know that
Play
woman
by
that
his
you were
own
speaking
game.
to? She was a police. Whoa, chill out,
Nah,
man.
bit, nah, bit,
Wait,
nah,
wait, wait,
bit.
what?
He's trying
No,
to use
Dogger,
the police
Dogger.
to find out.
Stop it, man. Dogger, stop quitting me.
That wasn't
Hold
me,
on,
Faz.
I know. That was you,
That's
Dogger.
Uncle
Right? Stop
Fazid.
it,
It's
Dogger.
Uncle Fazid. Uncle Fazid.
hold
No,
on,
man,
nah.
stop it. Dogger. Sid, you know, he was speaking to a police officer, yeah, and she went to her sergeant. Because, and he didn't play the first bit, you know, the bit he cried about.
Yeah, I know. It's the whole conversation is edited. 100% is edited.
No, the last bit isn't, because he never played the first bit. You know,
No,
when
no,
he
no. As in
cried,
the front part, the first part of that. He's chopped it up.
So where's the part? Yo, see, play the part where I heard, yeah, he was calling for his mother or something. When AK was bashing him. You get me, Sid Bash?
yeah, that was on Raspberry, yeah.
Yeah,
He said,
exactly.
my mum's going to come and talk to your mum.
And then he phoned the police.
Great Dunya, laugh as much as you want, yeah. The beastie that she's trying to do by talking about my mother and my whole family, this is no joke, yeah. So she will be spoken to by my mother, no doubt about it, yeah. That is not even ifs and buts. Now, I've had some names from her telling me who she is. Now, I've been told she's mentally ill. Someone emailed me and they said, look, yeah, she's mentally ill. Now, I don't care if she's mentally ill, if I'm being honest with you. I'm going to make sure that my family deals with it. Her mental illness or whatever she's happening, yeah, is nothing that I can do, yeah, if she's mentally ill, yeah. Oh, big up to Jit. Yeah, let me just quickly get all of this stuff, though, because it's interesting. Because it's going to be easy to find people who leaflet and stuff. So if there are truly leaflets, we'll see. Don't worry whether you distribute them or not. You're saying you know it, yeah. So let's have a look. It's actually illegal to distribute leaflets about someone. So it's going to be very easy to find them, yeah. It's not hard to find someone doing leaflets. It's a very easy thing to do, leaflets. If you could just go around leafleting about people, everyone will be doing it. Why do you think people don't do it? Because it's illegal. You can't leaflet just randomly slandering people. It's against the law. So anyone that's doing it, well, do it. You're going to get yourself into a lot of shit.
What the fuck?
You know what it is? You know what it is? Shall I tell you why he's pissed off now? He's pissed off because I called him out and I said, stop wasting police time with your petty shit, yeah? He knows there's a foundation under that. He knows that actually, you know what? People are going to actually agree to that because, you know, wasting people, you know, because knife crime and stuff like that, yeah? He knows that, you know, people are going to kick off and say, you know what? I'm right. You shouldn't be wasting time on stupid shit like this. If you don't like it, don't go online. Simple as you have a choice, right? So that's why he's pissed off now. That's why he's gunning for me. But the difference is I told him before, and I'm telling him again, I'm not that person. You can't go around and do shit like this and expect no repercussions. Because I'll be doing my own investigation now. I'll be contacting my own contacts and finding out a lot of shit about you as well, mate. So and I will be contacting the police and making a complaint about you to put a case against you as well.
So he says, listen,
he's gunning for me. But the difference is I told him before, and I'm telling him again, I'm not that person. You can't go around and do shit like this and expect no repercussions. Because I'll be doing my own investigation now. I'll be contacting my own contacts and finding out a lot of my own contacts and contacting my own contacts and finding out a lot of shit about you as well, mate. So and I will be contacting the police and making a complaint about you to put a case against you.
That's the more ambiguous one. But the next bit, listen to this.
You as well for slandering my name. So and then also he called me an online terrorist. You can't go around talking about people calling you gay like a hypocrite, and then you call me an online terrorist. That's wrong completely altogether.
What, Kate? What is that game of a Cuba cigar, yeah? No.
To be fair, like when I met at the park and stuff like that, he wasn't like that, man. He was a savage. He was a bit of a dick, but
Do you
then he
think he's
chilled
been
out a
groomed
bit,
then? Do you
and
think he's been
then
groomed?
and then he's gone into a mad one again for some reason.
Who's groomed him? Someone's groomed him, man.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't care, to be honest. So what I do want him to do is stop wasting police time. Yeah, because it's they got better things to do than worry about your petty shit. So I do want you to stop doing that. And I've been making I've been making calls as well to find out exactly what's going on. I've been making calls as well to find out exactly what's going on.
Especially
So I've been making I've been making calls as well to find out exactly what's going on. I've been making calls as well to find out exactly what's going on. I've been making calls as well to find out exactly what's going on.
especially
So
this bloody Corona time, all these crimes and things have fucking gone up, yeah, and it's COVID-19.
Bruv,
That's
the
the
other day
last thing they want
I
is
saw
taking
two
key online.
reports. Bruv, the other day I saw two. You just stop doing that. And I've been making I'll be getting police time. Yeah, I do want him to do is stop wasting police time. Yeah, because it's they got better things to do than worry about your petty shit. So I do want you to stop doing that. And I've been making I've been making calls as well. I do want him to do is stop wasting police time. Yeah, because it's they got better things to do than worry about your petty shit. So I do want you to stop doing that. And I've been making I've been making calls as well to find out exactly what's going on.
Especially
Who are you going to call to find out exactly what's going on? Who? How can you find out exactly what's going on in a police case? We know you have contacts with the police because you've said it in the past. Your brother or somebody worked as somebody in the control center. You cannot. Now you're telling me that you have a problem with me contacting the police for legitimate reasons like death threats to my house, which I only called the police once in 2020. Now, when I say I call the police here on a regular basis, it's not about myself. If I hear something that could be against what's called national security, what I will do is I'll ring and I'll say, okay, I think this person's a little bit dangerous or that person's dangerous. Yeah. Now, the thing is here, you cannot say that because you don't like me wasting police time, you're going to now contact your relatives to find out exactly what's going on with my case and stuff like that. That, yeah, from my understanding, let me have a look. So I asked somebody I know, yeah, one of my brother's friends, can you do that? And they said, no. We are same cases by sergeants, yeah. We do not pick and choose. This would be a breach of data protection. Police officers do not have a free range to dip their hands into any case they choose, especially if it's from menacing reasons such as to leak information to the public or the accused perpetrator is clear-cut not allowed. So you cannot, because you got a problem with me, have your family members then look into my police cases. Now, what I'm going to do with you, Sid Bash, I'm going to call the police here just to make sure they're warned that I have somebody called Sid Bash who is threatening to look into my police cases and to try and maybe derail them so that if I report to the police, they're not going to take it seriously or whatever like that. Yeah. So you cannot be interfering with police cases. That's as simple as that. And people, don't time out people with Sikh names. I want to read what they're saying later. So don't time them out. I want everything for evidence. Please don't time them out. Leave their messages. So if Maninderjit Singh, leave his messages. You know me, blood. Shai Raj. Who's the other guy? So I'm giving you a couple of names. Leave this guy's messages up. Yeah. Leave this guy's messages up. Do not delete them. And so yeah, a couple of people just leave them because everything they're saying is going to be something that is going to be thingy. Well, who cares? And what? As long as it's not slander, then who cares? As long as they're not lying about me, Oh, Raj, you're nobody, but we're gonna put leaflets about you. Come on, man, you're pathetic, man. I'm a middle-aged man, yeah, on the internet talking, and once in a while going speaker's corner, and you're getting butthurt, yeah, like I'm some kind of freaking, you know, the kind of like most influential man in the world. So the other thing I'm doing, though, before I go on, I'm still I have to do the Kassan. What's it called? Kassan, which is a farmer protest. We still have to do the live stream, yeah, because I've got that planned, but I'm waiting for someone to agree to do it. So this is the drawing I'm doing. It's coming across, actually coming out quite good. So like I said, on this side, you're going to have the Indian soldier, Boo India, about to beat the old man. It's a very iconic picture, yeah. And then trees come out nice, man. It's not done yet. And then in the middle is Sikh guy. And then on that side, you're going to have the same soldier sitting down being fed by the Sikh. So it's a drawing about langar, yeah. Drawing about langar. So you can see here. Yeah. Drawing about langar. Yeah, it's going to come out great. So now, some of the other things that these guys said, yeah, because one of the interesting things is when I speak to the police here and they ask me, why are these guys so angry? And then I say to them, the reason they're upset is because I'm actually, all right, so email it to me. But trust me, I don't trust you, JIT7672, whoever you are. But email it to me so I can have a copy of it for the police. You can't just start leafleting emails about people. It's not legal. But email me here. All right, so M65, your last chance. You're gone. Bye-bye. Make another account. So I was going to go through the video in terms of Sid Bash, but what I'm going to do, not speak too much about it, I'm going to actually contact the police over this and say there's an individual that is trying to interfere in me making legitimate phone calls to the police when things are going on. Yeah, like, you know, if someone sends a letter to my house, I have a right to be able to respond and call the police. If somebody turns up to my door like Dogger and then freaking starts threatening and then following me in speaker's corner and all that kind of stuff, I have a right here to actually respond to it, 100%. So some of the situations that, you know, this guy was saying, I'm just going to address one or two of them, yeah, because Sid Bash, that's why I call you a Sid Bash the Savage. You said to me, call me Fuddu to your face. I'll tell you this straight now, Fuddu. When I see you, you come up to me, you say to me, Raj, call me Fuddu, then I will call you Fuddu. Yeah? I'm not just going to go up to you and say it. You said I can't say it to your face. So you need to come up to me, ask me to say it, and then I will oblige and call you Fuddu to your face. Now, whatever you do next after that is up to you. If whatever you have to do is up to you, yeah? That's the thing. Whatever you have to do is up to you. So there's nothing I can do. If you want to swing for me or whatever, I'll deal with it whichever way. There's no way that I'm going to be kind of like just standing there. Yeah, you're going to have to ask me to do it. That's the main thing. Now, there's a lot of other stuff that I need to go through. Let me just double check something first. Yeah, hold on. No, I don't negotiate with terrorists. I don't negotiate with terrorists. I don't negotiate. If these guys want to come up to me and do whatever, try it. Try it. Try it. Try it. Try it. You try coming up to me, yeah, and see what's going to happen. I dare you. I'm daring you. When I go out, yeah, not obviously you come to my house, you're going to end up dead or in a body bag, or you're going to be crippled, yeah, if you come to my house. But when I'm walking about, yeah, any of these Fuddu Sikhs, yeah, that want to come to me to step to me. Just do it. I'll be kallah. I don't have a crew. I'm not with anybody. I'm always by myself. So it's not going to be hard for you to do what you're going to do. If you think, yeah, I'm going to be like, oh, do it. Try it. Yeah. Whatever happens, I'm going to try my best to be able to, you know, defend myself from these so-called Sikhs here that are upset because I'm saying that 9-year-olds can't be adults. Imagine me going to the Gurdwara, telling the Gurdwara the reason why these gang guys are upset, these so-called Sikhs here, is because I've been saying 9-year-olds can't be adults. So you can't have sex here with 9-year-olds. Yeah. Yeah, I'm insulting Sikhs like you for though. Any Sikh here that thinks they can control me and think they're gonna beat me up or go for my family, I'll call you a fuddu. Yeah. Not Sikhs, but those Sikhs. Yeah. Any Sikhs that are calling me, I'm fine. So these guys here, when I speak to the Gurdwara, because if they're sending leaflets, I'll explain the reason they're upset is for 2 reasons. One, because I've been saying having sex with 9-year-old children is wrong. But these guys are upset that I'm talking about it and saying it's wrong. Even though on the internet, these people, yeah, are thinking, did I say you're a fuddu? Did I say you? If you're my enemy, then you're a fuddu. You get it? You must be my enemy if you think I called it to you. Because I was saying any Sikhs that want to try and do something to me, yeah, they can try it. And I'll call them a fuddu, yeah? Now, when it comes to this situation, these guys are upset because I'm pointing out that people like Reactionary, people like, what's his name, Nonce Collis, M-Stacks and all of these guys are saying that 9-year-old children are adults. And I'm telling them it's wrong. But these guys are upset. Raj, how dare you? How dare you say 9-year-olds are not adults? How dare you say 9-year-olds are not adults? Just to kind of refresh the mind, because I haven't actually got the audio now from Sid Bash, because I was going to go through it. Let's replay some of the stuff that I've been calling out. Let's replay some of the disgusting stuff that these people have been saying, and then they're saying I'm the bad guy and I need to shut up. That shows me these people are telling me to shut up are nonce apologists. Are they not? They're nonce apologists. They must agree with what they're saying in these stuff. They must do. Now let's have a play of some of it, yeah? Because we'll go over some of these, the greatest hits, yeah, of some of these guys. Have a listen to this stuff. And then they're going to think that the Gurdwara is going to side with them. Come on, man. When I play this to the Gurdwara and I say this is the kind of, ganda that these people are saying, and these people are trying to defend them, listen. Let me just play this.
Okay,
Here, have a listen. Reactionary and Parking Ticket, 2 of Raspet's good friends. Listen.
Of Peter Paul.
Somebody that is sexually attracted to children, basically.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah, and he's a 9-year-old.
Are all 9-year-olds children?
Of course. Are you going to argue otherwise?
Well, of course, in our legal sense today, yes. But you're telling me a 9-year-old cannot become an adult. You can't have different ages of adulthood.
Wait. Raj, did you just say? Did you say all 9-year-olds are kids? All 9-year-olds are kids. All 9-year-olds are kids. All 9-year-olds are kids.
Yeah.
He's talking.
Did you say all 9-year-olds are kids?
Yeah.
He's talking like I've said something crazy.
Fuck me.
Listen to it. It's like I've said, oh, it's okay to murder someone.
You're telling me a 9-year-old cannot become an adult. You can't have different ages of adult. Telling me a 9-year-old cannot become an 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 adult. You can't have different ages of adulthood.
Wait. Raj, did you just say? Did you say all 9-year-olds are kids?
Yeah.
They are kids.
And you say a pedo is a definition of someone who's attracted to children.
Yes.
So what are you trying to say now?
I'm saying that.
What are you trying to say now? You
I'm
piece of
saying.
shit.
I'm saying.
You know exactly what you're saying. What are you trying to say now?
Yes.
A pedo is a definition of someone who's attracted to children.
Yes.
So what are you trying to say now?
I'm saying that.
What are you trying to say now? You
I'm
piece of
saying-
shit.
I'm saying.
You know exactly what you're saying now.
Now I'm saying to you, anybody in the 21st century that says that 9-year-olds are adults, yeah, you're a pedophile. Am I wrong in saying that? Let me ask you then, Reactionary. Can a 9-year-old girl be an adult and have sexual relationships with a 40-year-old man in today's age?
Based on what we read before, and we looked at scientific journals on this topic, when we went through this topic several times on other channels, it is possible for a 9-year-old to be an adult, right? It's not impossible. Like for a 9-year-old to be, when we went through this topic several times on other channels, it is possible for a 9-year-old to be several times on other channels. It is possible for a 9-year-old to be an adult, right? It's not impossible. Several times on other channels. it is possible for a 9-year-old to be an adult, right? It's not impossible. Like, for example, you could be. There are parts of the world that, although we're in the 20th century today, in those parts of the world they're not in the 20th century. And if a 9-year-old in that part of the world today has reached adulthood physically, not just physically, but also mentally, like, and if a 9-year-old in that part of the world today has reached adulthood physically, not just 50th century today, in those parts of the world they're not in the 20th century. And if a 9-year-old in that part of the world today has reached adulthood physically, not just physically, but also mentally, like, if there are parts of the world that, although we're in the 21st century today, they're still no different to how they were many years ago, and that person is an adult in all aspects of the word.
Would you allow your daughter to get married to a 40-year-old man?
You do know, yeah, in today's, even in today, there are some countries where the legal age is 9.
Can a 9-year-old have sexual relations?
But a person could be 16 years old and still they're a child.
No, but I'm
right?
saying,
if they're in that case, even though they're married, they're not going to have relations.
No, but can you ask? Is there any scenario where a 9-year-old could have a sex with a grown man?
If they're in that case, even though they're married, they're not going to have relations.
No, but can you ask? Is there any scenario where a 9-year-old could have a sex with a grown man?
If she's an adult and she's married.
Is there any scenario where a 9-year-old could have a sex with a grown man?
If she's an adult and she's married.
Is there any scenario where a 9-year-old could have a sex with a grown man?
If she's an adult and
is there any scenario where a 9-year-old could have a sex with a grown man?
If she's an adult.
Is there any scenario where a 9-year-old could have a sex with a grown man?
If she's an adult and she's married.
Is there any scenario where a 9-year-old could have a sex with a grown man?
If she's an.
Is there any scenario where a 9-year-old could have a sex with a grown man?
If she's an adult and she's married.
All right, so it's a very simple question. Like, say if she said she's.
If
ready.
I was in that.
So instead of calling these guys out, people are attacking me for calling them out. When I play this, like, if any seats come up to me, the first thing I want to do is play all this audio and say, look at what these people are saying, and I'm calling them out. Am I wrong for saying that these guys are nonce apologists, or or they wrong? Because if they say I'm wrong and they're right, we know they're pedophiles then. Everybody that's siding with these guys, yeah, you're nonce apologists. It's disgusting, yeah. It's disgusting where a grown man from London, yeah, in his 30s, saying that 9-year-olds can have sex and with grown men. But I'm the bad guy. I'm the one that's saying it's wrong, and I'm the bad guy, yeah? And I'm the bad guy. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But these guys, yeah, are so interested in protecting them. Why are you protecting them? Is it because you agree with them? I need to understand. Do you agree with them? Because this is just one person that I've called out, that we've called out, and we're the ones being attacked for saying it's wrong.
Part of the world, right? If I was in that part of the world and that was my custom, we would know when the child has become an adult. She would know when she's an adult. Even if she's married, she wouldn't be able to have relations until she's become an adult.
But what if she says she's ready and she feels the moment you're saying she's an adult, she said, I'm ready, I'm 9 years old, I feel like I'm ready to be able to have a sexual relationship and get married. And she asked you, Father, I want to get married to this 40-year-old man that I met down the road. He come to my school and stuff. Would you allow that man to marry your daughter because she said
in the UK?
Abroad.
No, it depends. If I live in some remote village in, I don't know, Afghanistan.
Did you hear that?
Down the road, he come to my school, get married, and the moment you're saying she's an adult, she said, "I'm ready. I'm 9 years old. I feel like I'm ready to be able to have a sexual relationship and get married." And she asked you, Father, I want to get married to this 40-year-old man that I met down the road. He come to my school and stuff. Would you allow that man to marry your daughter because she has a sexual relationship and get married? And she asked you, Father, I want to get married to this 40-year-old man that I met down the road. He come to my school and stuff. Would you allow that man to marry your daughter because she said
in the UK?
Abroad.
No, it depends. If I live in some remote village in, I don't know, Afghanistan.
Did you hear that?
Yes. So basically, as I said, depending on your location on the planet, a 9-year-old.
So that's just one of the what's Raspik's mates, yeah. Because everybody's like, oh, Veli, Raj, Ultra, how dare you talk about these guys? How dare you? Instead of condemning them, they're condemning us. And I need to understand, is it because they actually agree with this concept of children being able to marry older men? Now, if any Sikh community member comes up to me, I'm going to play all the audios and say, look, this is what people are saying. I'm saying it's wrong. Am I wrong or are they wrong? And I know the Sikh community would say they're wrong. Yeah, they will all say they're wrong. Apart from the people that are pedophiles themselves, they would actually back them up. Yeah, and then we will know which ones are the pedos. So listen to this, and this is from the guy that it all started with 1 week ago. This started 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. And the reason it started 2 weeks ago is because Nonce Collis was on the channel. Yeah, on the channel, on the open debate channel. And he said this 2 weeks ago. Listen.
Living their life and enjoying life before they have all that.
Okay. Yeah? Biologically, an adult is someone who has reached the age of puberty, someone who can actually develop a child biologically, automatically now is not a child anymore.
No, because an 8-year-old can have a child. 8-year-olds can give birth.
No, they can't. No, they can't. No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't.
It's happened.
Can you show
in South America?
Okay, can you show
an 8-year-old girl from Peru gave birth?
Okay then. So biologically,
and you are aware 8-year-olds can have a period. You are aware of that.
Yeah, yeah. But biologically, listen to this now carefully.
So if an 8-year-old can have a period, why are you surprised she can have a baby?
Listen to me carefully.
You do understand that,
Rodney. Biologically, that one who has a period automatically now is not a child anymore. Biologically, that child now has moved on from being a child to someone who can have children. And now biologically, remember you're atheist, right? You care about science and biology. That's not a child anymore because now they can have children. Children can't have children. Do you understand that? It's only adults and people who are not.
That 8-year-old in Peru is a child and she had a child.
Someone who reaches the age of sexual maturity, as I showed you biologically, is now defined as an adult.
Finish. I will say that Nonce Collis said that he would allow his 9-year-old daughter. So you heard that? You heard that? Yeah, you heard that? You heard that? That was 2 weeks ago. This is why it all started again, because Nonce Collis can't stop going around talking about 9-year-olds being adults and all this kind of stuff. And so we, yeah, as normal people, said you're disgusting for saying it. Now, what's happening? Now what's happening is that these people are trying to shut us down because they agree with the nonsense, and it's disgusting. I will say something straight. I'm not going to stop talking about it. I'm not going to stop exposing them because this kind of mindset, yeah, is what is causing problems and stuff like that. Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, but the thing is, open heart, open eyes. You are not Sikh. You are the guy that's called what? I know your previous name. Remember? Let the truth prevail. You're let the truth prevail for do. Don't come on here pretending, oh yes, No. When it comes to pedophilia and stuff like this, homophobia, I'm going to speak out about it. You can't stop me. And if you try to stop me, I want to know why you are trying to stop people from calling out sex abuse, telling people that, you know, children as young as 9 are adults. I want to know, do you agree with it? Because open heart, open mind, you're let the truth prevail. Remember when you followed me into the toilet in McDonald's, you dirty bugger? And you filmed me. Now, I have spoken out about Nirvar Jate Khalsa for 3 years. I was one of the first people to call him out. I heard the recording of this guy saying that he got abused by, forgot what his name is, that guy, the head of the thingy. I called it out like 5 years ago because I heard the recording. I said, this guy's telling the truth. He was one of my friends' thingy, one of my nephew's friends. And I said it was true. So I bun out Nirvar Jate Khalsa and the guy that is the head of it. I know he's a wrong and I've met him and I don't like him. but this is a different situation. So stop trying to deflect. Yeah, stop trying to. I don't have Navajita Khalsa coming to me to try and beat me up for exposing them. What's happening right now? People are trying to attack me because I'm saying pedophiles are wrong. Can you imagine that in 2021 year, saying that having sex with 9-year-old children makes you the bad guy, makes you the target? This is how crazy the world is. I'm saying it with Veli, Ultra, and all that children, yeah, cannot be adults. Children cannot, yeah, a 9-year-old, 10-year-old cannot be an adult. Doesn't matter what you say. And there's people saying they can openly, and they're the people that are being defended, and those people that are defending them are people that probably agree with it secretly. They must be pedophiles by themselves. So read now. This is the Raspic bit, yeah. Listen.
Year-old man in the 21st century and have sex with her.
Let me just
more mature, like a 30.
Look at this.
So listen to that again. And the thing is, I'm actually going to do a compilation of all Nonce Collis's recordings here, because he has said the most craziest stuff here. And he's not the only one, though. If it was only one person, we could go, okay. But there's multitudes of people on these channels saying that children, yeah, as young as 9 years old, 10 years old, are adults, can have sexual relationships. And people are protecting them because they must agree with them. I can't think of any other reason why you would be so upset unless you agree with them. Unless you agree with them. You must agree with them if you're upset. If you think this is normal chat, that you can say, now, here's another guy, M-Stacks, another guy that's a regular on Raspix. Listen.
I'm saying, in the beginning, yeah, I said your morality fluctuates from time to time. The proof of this is, yeah, your society, the British society, 200 years ago, believed that you can marry a 12-year-old woman. Your King Harold married a 12-year-old. No. It's disgusting according to you, according to your morality. By that time, there was a consensus from the British society that they are allowed to do this. So I'm saying you man don't have a, like, what's it called, a stamp. Just because you're allowed to do so.
Do we still do it to this day? Is it still done to this day, though?
200 years ago, 200 years.
Can you stop timing people out like Amy and stuff? Whatever she's saying, let her say it. Just calm down. Who's timing people out? I want the proof on there of what people are saying, because I want to know the people that are defending pedophiles. I want to then show that kind of stuff. Like the good that I come, if someone comes up to the Sikh community, what I'm going to do is like I'm going to play all the audios of people talking about children as young as 9 being adults. Then I'm going to show the people that are actually upset that I'm exposing it. Now, any Sikhs out there that are upset by exposing this kind of stuff, yeah, you're not a Sikh in my opinion, man. You can't be a Sikh and say this is normal. You just can't. So if you want to defend this, that's up to you, man. But don't start crying when the Sikh community starts looking at you like pedophiles, because they're going to start thinking, why are you so upset with Raj? Because he's saying this is wrong. That's what's going to happen. Because this is why all the shit's been happening, because of this. Last time it was Ali Dawa. Remember Ali Dawa saying 9-year-olds are adults and that he would let his 9-year-old daughter marry a grown-ass man and have sex with him? Yeah. So these guys here are secret nonsense. I'm telling you this straight, man. The people are so upset about it.
Fuck 200 years ago, and fuck 200 years ago in the Quran and the Bible and all the bollocks 200 years ago. Is it still fucking done today?
That's just. But listen, Christianity
is it okay to sleep with the fucking child?
Just Muslim. Okay, one second. Let me just say something.
It's an all religion. 200 fucking years ago, when it's 200 years ago and it ain't done fucking the same.
It's not productive.
I think, Carmen, you don't pay your shit with me, Al-Kaka. Don't start your fucking goddamn shit with me, trying to fucking justify it's okay to sleep with
Okay, one second. 200 years in the future, a community of the British society will come together again and say 200 years now of today, we're pedophiles for marrying 18-year-olds.
I agree with Al-Kaka. 18-year-olds?
Go fuck a child.
Al-Kaka,
I don't like you, but I agree with Al-Kaka.
You're not going to have a good time, my friend. I guarantee you that.
200 years in the future, they might come with another law that says you can't marry 18-year-olds.
We ain't talking about past, sweetheart.
You can't justify shit. You shall tell. Listen, you're just talking from your own personal experiences. It's not. You can't prove.
I'm talking as a fucking mother, man, who used to be a child. That
No. You're talking as an emotional human being. Listen, you're talking as
you justify it. You justify sleeping with children.
No,
you're sick. Do you justify sleeping with a child?
Okay, what's the definition of a child?
She's triggered, okay, because she probably got sexually abused. Very people get that.
Sleeping with a fucking child.
What's the definition of a child?
A definition as a child is someone who's fucking not got the mental capacity to be able to stand up fucking anything in the world. A child that's not gone through fucking puberty. Fucking dead. Go there and try and justify your bullshit with me as a fucking mother.
Okay, 1 second. Don't get emotional,
You used to be a fucking child.
Shut up, you kafir.
Yo, listen.
You said don't speak my mind. You just press my fucking buttons.
Listen, man.
Please, I know the person. Show the energy to Jimmy Savile.
And that's the Quran says. The Quran says you're only allowed to marry once they hit puberty and they're mentally and physically mature. That's what the Quran says.
Well, let's say this.
I know real Muslims.
You're having young girls and young boys in primary school that are hitting puberty at 7 years old. Does that make it right? Do you think you just said
Stop overreacting, man? Now let's move on. Let's change the topic. Move on. Stop overreacting.
Why do we have to change it? Why is it always
because when someone else talks, you want to change it, so let's change it, innit?
No. Because you don't like the topic for once. Chantel's opened her fucking mouth as a mother.
So what you saying, Rasta? You became Muslim. So Rasta, what you saying? You became Muslim to back up man like M-Sex. Is that what you saying, bro? Man, M-Sex was always my little brother. The man's that fucking dip beyond what I put up, bro. The guy still fucking dead.
Yo, listen. Muslim or not Muslim, M-Sex was always man's bro. You get me?
He's always his bro, even though he's talking about, children being adults and all of this stuff, yeah. Now, big up Captain Low. So that's just another one, yeah. We could just keep going through them. Here's another one.
Asif, does your question? Let's see if Asif has a bit more bigger set than yours. Asif, does your Quran, is it haram or halal to marry your 9-year-old first cousin and have sex with her or consummate the marriage? Haram or halal to marry your first cousin at the age of 9 and consummate the marriage? Come on, Asif. Let's see. Maybe you have a bigger set than reactionary, because reactionary is clearly shriveled up raisins. Is it haram or halal to marry your first cousin at the age of 9 and consummate the marriage? Come on, Asif.
Let me answer this. Yeah. First of all, yeah, I do not talk about religion in general because I'm not too learned in it. So
is it haram or halal? Do you know this answer?
I don't know the answer.
So you have to now consult a fucking mullah as well. So you have to go. Who is your fucking mullah's Muslim first cousin at the age of 9 and consummate the marriage? Come on, Asif.
Let me answer.
And consummations. Is it haram or halal to marry your first cousin at the age of 9 and consummate the marriage? Come on, Asif.
Let me answer this. Yeah. First of all, yeah, I do not talk about religion in general because I'm not too learned.
So if someone asks you, is it okay to marry and have sex with your 9-year-old cousin, your first response will be no. But I don't really know about religion. So these are the people that these people are defending. Anybody defending these people, yeah, you're going to have to ask, yeah, you're going to have to put your head in shame or admit that you're a pedophile or a pedophile apologist yourself. Because people are getting angry with me, Veli, Ultra, all of these other people, because we're playing these videos, exposing these guys, rather than being angry with the people saying it. No one's telling these people what you're saying is crazy, because either they agree with it or they're just crazy. Yeah, either way, they're gonna get exposed. Yeah, if I have any Sikhs coming up to me saying, Raj, you can't call out people saying this, I'll say to you, dude, man, I'm gonna report you to the police. Yeah, I'll report you to the police for this, for the fact that you are trying to attack me because I'm saying this is wrong. Imagine that. Imagine if, someone pulls me up to the Gurdwara and they say, Raju, what's going on? And I play these audios and say, look, I've been saying that these guys here are wrong for what they're saying and that I think it's evil. I think it's wrong. No Sikh should accept it. Oh, but these Sikhs, so-called Sikhs here that bring me to the Gurdwara, because I'll turn up. I'll play the whole thing. I'll play everything, and let the Gurdwara decide then, is it wrong to condemn paedophilia, or do I shut my mouth and say nothing? Because the Sikhs here that are upset must be paedophiles. They have to be. Because why else would you be so upset? Why else would you want to beat me up? Why else would you want to attack me, but not these guys? Because you must be a paedophile yourself. And you're gonna have to own that. You're gonna have to own it. You're gonna have to own it in the public. You cannot, try and hide it by the fact that you are saying that, okay, you know, I don't like the way Raj says it, or Raj says that. The fact is, this is wrong. And anybody hearing it that has any common sense, is not a paedophile, would know it's wrong. Instead, what these people are doing is trying to shut us down because they probably agree with this themselves.
In it. So
is it haram or halal? Do you know this answer?
I don't know the answer.
So you have to now consult a fucking mullah as well. So you have to go. Who is your fucking mullahs, Muslims? How is it that you don't know the basics of whether you should fuck your first cousin or not? I want to know, how is it that you do not know the answer to this question? Because I fear that this is an important.
Oh, Jordan M, if that's the real you, let me explain what's going on here. Around a week and a half ago, a guy called Nin Cullis jumped on the panel of this place called Open Debate Channel and said this. Now, this isn't the first time he said it. It's not the first time. He said it multiple times, but this is the latest time he said it. And what he's saying is that children, as soon as they hit puberty, are adults, and can have sexual relations. Now, I don't care what anyone says. That is wrong. I don't care what your culture is. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care. You can't be saying stuff like that. So
okay. Biologically, an adult is someone who has reached the age of puberty, someone who can actually develop a child biologically. Automatically now is not a child anymore.
No, because an 8-year-old can have a child. 8-year-olds can give birth.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't.
It's happened.
Can
it
you show
happened in South America?
Okay, can you show
an 8-year-old girl from Peru gave birth.
Okay then. So biologically,
and you are aware 8-year-olds can have a period. You are aware of that.
Yeah. But biologically, listen to this now carefully.
So if an 8-year-old can have a period, why are you surprised she can have a baby?
No, listen to me carefully.
You do understand that,
Rodney. Biologically, that one who has a period automatically now is not a child anymore. Biologically, that child now has moved on from being a child to someone who can have children. And now biologically, remember, you're atheist, right? You care about science and biology. That's not a child anymore, because now they can have children. Children can't have children. Do you understand that? It's only adults and people who are not.
8-year-old in Peru is a child, and she had a child.
Someone who reaches the age of sexual maturity, as I showed you biologically, is now defined as an adult.
Finish. I will say that Nonce Collis said that he would allow his 9-year-old daughter to marry a 2-year-old man in the 21st century and have sex with her. So the reaction and so did Ali Dawah.
Mum got married at 12 years old.
It's disgusting that they would say that, and you're an apologist for nonsense for allowing them to say it, and you are somebody that facilitates it by not condemning them. You cannot have sex with 9-year-old children in the 21st.
Raj, there's no one that says.
Fuck your mum, Raj.
So you can see that's little old Nonce Collis just a week ago. And I'm going to do a whole compilation of videos of this guy. I'm going to do a whole compilation. I'm not even out of breath. Can you see how fit I am? The other day, I had my nephew had to come round because my nephew had to come round to pick some food up, for my other sister. And we did sparring, for the first time without gloves. I'm talking about my nephew's quite big. And he's very fast as well. He was shocked about how fast I was. I was moving like a freaking ninja. But I did, because we didn't use gloves, I got hit in the thingy and also hurt my top of my arm because he punched it. So I think it's good to do without gloves as well. Obviously, I'm going to have to face my adversaries. And when I do, let's just say that Raj is going to be able to kind of like, come on, Aja Padida, come on. Come up to me, Fudul. Come on. When I start going to a boxing gym and actually sparring properly, do what you got to do. Yeah, unfortunately, boxing gyms ain't open at the moment.
Nin has never said that. Yeah, I don't need the
So Nin has never said that. Nin never said that.
Biologically, an adult is someone who has reached the age of puberty, someone who can actually develop a child biologically. Automatically now is not a child anymore.
No, because an 8-year-old can have a child. 8-year-olds can give birth.
No, they can't. No, they can't. No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't.
It's happened.
Can you?
So Jordan M, it doesn't matter if we have the arguments over and over again. We should have this argument for 1,000 years. 9-year-olds will still be 9-year-olds. Yeah. So you saying the same argument over and over again is disgusting. Yeah. Because what you're talking about is children. So let's have a look at. I'm actually disappointed with Jordan M, man. I'm not going to lie. We're talking about a guy just last week saying that when kids hit puberty, they're adults. Yeah? As soon as they hit puberty and they can have babies. We know that children as young as 5 have given birth because it's a record in Peru. We know children in the UK, one was 10 years old. So even Jordan M is freaking lost as well, man. Lost as well. Unbelievable. I got a hobby. I started boxing. And so I got my hobby. I'm training now. I'm training. Yeah? Don't worry, I don't need a hobby anyway, man. And I started color pencils. So yeah, big up to myself. Anyone want their pets drawn or anything? Tell me. So this guy's going, same old arguments regurgitated. Well, the argument is valid. That's why. Yeah, you can't go around saying children is young as young. As soon as they hit puberty, can have sex and stuff. It's unacceptable. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care how upset you get. I don't care if you start crying, if you beat me up, if you whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to say it's right. I'm not going to say it's right. I'm going to say it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. Big up to Somali Flame and what's it called? Betty as well. Now let me just play his mate Reactionaries one as well. I mean, Reactionaries one is the worst. To be honest with you, Reactionary one is actually even worse. It's actually even worse. The more people tell me not to play this, the more I'm going to play it. This Reactionary around 4 months ago.
Somebody that is sexually attracted to children.
Listen,
we know the answer.
Jordan, tell me if you think this is acceptable to say this. Yeah. Tell me whether when you hear this that you think this is
Let's just move on. What's the definition of paedophile?
Somebody that is sexually attracted to children, basically.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah, and isn't a 9-year-old?
Are all 9-year-olds children?
Of course. Are you going to argue otherwise?
Well, of course, in our legal sense today, yes. But you're telling me a 9-year-old cannot become an adult. You can't have different ages of adulthood.
Wait. Raj, did you just say? Did you say all 9-year-olds are kids?
Yeah, he's talking like I've said something. Parking ticket. That is parking ticket and reaction crazy. Talking about today, yeah, not thousands of years ago. Today, listen to it. It's like I've said. Oh, it's okay to murder someone.
You're telling me a 9-year-old cannot become an adult. You can't have different ages of adulthood.
Wait. Raj, did you just say? Did you say all 9-year-olds are kids?
Yeah.
Wait. Raj, did you just say? Did you say all 9-year-olds are kids? Wait. Raj, did you just say? Did you say all 9-year-olds are kids? Wait. Raj, did you just say? Did you say all 9-year-olds are kids? Wait. Raj, did you just say? Did you say all 9-year-olds are kids? Wait. Raj, did you just say? Did you say all 9-year-olds are kids?
Yeah, they're all kids. Yeah.
And you say a pedo is a definition of someone who's attracted to children.
Yes.
So what are you trying to say now?
I'm saying yes.
Definition of someone who's attracted to children.
Yes.
Definition of someone. A pedo is a definition of someone who's attracted to children.
Yes.
So what are you trying to say now? A pedo is a definition of someone who's attracted to children.
Yes.
So what are you trying to say now?
I'm saying that.
What are you trying to say now? You
I'm
piece of
saying.
shit.
I'm saying.
You know exactly what you're saying now. A pedo is a definition of someone who's attracted to children.
Yes.
So what are you trying to say now?
I'm saying that.
What are you trying to say now? You
I'm
piece of
saying.
shit.
I'm saying.
You know exactly what you're saying now.
Now I'm saying to you, anybody in the 21st century that says that 9-year-olds are adults, yeah, you're a pedophile. Am I wrong in saying that? Let me ask you then, reactionary. Can a 9-year-old girl be an adult and have sexual relationships with say a 40-year-old man in today's age?
Based on what we read before, and we looked at scientific journals on this topic, when we went through this topic several times on other channels, it is possible for a 9-year-old to be an adult. Panels. It is possible for a 9-year-old to be an adult. 9-year-old to be an adult. It is possible for a 9-year-old to be an adult. 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 Right? It's not impossible. Like, for example, there are parts of the world that, although we're in the 20th century today, in those parts of the world, they're not in the 20th century. And if a 9-year-old in that part of the world today has reached adulthood physically, not just physically, but also mentally, like.
Do you know what? Yeah, big up to Jordan M. Yeah, because I'm so glad I got somebody that's saying something sensible. Because yesterday I'd said something, and a lot of Sikhs here were a little bit upset with me because I said that I don't believe children marrying children is good in today's age. And the reason why some people are upset was because 2 of the Sikh gurus were married when they were young. So Guru Tegh Bahadur and Guru Gobind Singh Ji both were married. Like Guru Tegh Bahadur was 9 and his wife was 6, and they were betrothed. And then later on, they moved into together, and then they had kids when they were older. But I would say today, in the 21st century, those practices that were practiced before, I don't agree with in today's age. Now, one of the problems with this is that when you say that, then yesterday, Why So Religious was arguing with me that, okay, then your gurus were not true for eternity. And this is the thingy that, the dilemma that I think some Muslims are facing about condemning past things and saying we would have won it today. Now, I said that yesterday, and I got a lot of stick. I was like, I don't agree with child marriage today. Like, 2 children getting married, yeah, obviously isn't as worse as like, an adult with a child. But, 2 children, I don't think it's a right thing to do today. Yeah, even though 2 of my gurus, it happened to, yeah. Now, that doesn't stop me from being a Sikh. Yeah, I'm still a Sikh. I just don't agree, yeah. I just don't agree with it today. We understand in the past years, sometimes people done stuff. Sometimes people, would get married. Sometimes people would do this. Sometimes they would do this and do that, yeah. Now, this is the problem. Like, there were certain cultural practices going on in the past that probably was so strong that, it was hard to kind of break out of. Like, I mean, the gurus, yeah, actually were children when they got married. So we can't blame the gurus. It's like not the gurus didn't make the choice that as they were kids that they're going to get married. The community around them made the choice. And so they were children getting married. Now, the thing I was saying yesterday was that the last guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, yeah, Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji, obviously we have the Sri Guru Granth Sahib, which is the final guru, the living guru. He did not marry none of his children, yeah, at a young age. In fact, all of his children were unmarried from my understanding, including the oldest son who is 18 years old, Baba Ajit Singh. So he decided not to do it. So he must have come to a conclusion that, okay, this thing that people have been doing in India for a long time, he didn't want for his own children. And so we should look at it at that perspective. What did the final guru do when it comes to this particular situation? And I believe he did for his own actions that it was something he didn't do for his children. So it was something that he probably wouldn't want done for the wider community. Yeah. Well, anyway, Jordan M, I hope you can tell your mates that, because they're arguing like, we're crazy. Like, we're crazy. Like, people are threatening me. It's crazy. When I told the police, when I told the police last time that the reason I'm getting threats is because I was calling out Ali Dawa, and I said the reason they're calling me out is because I said that 9-year-olds can't be adults, they were shocked. They were like, what? What do you mean? Yeah, so obviously, all these people that are calling me out, the so-called Sikhs that are going to, distributing leaflets, we're going to have to ask, why are you so upset? Why are you so upset with these people being exposed? Is it because you're a pedophile yourself? Because nobody, would defend noncing to the extent that these guys are doing, unless you're really a nonce yourself. Only a nonce would defend noncing to this extent that you want to beat a man up for exposing it. Normally what happens is the nonces that get beaten up, it's normally the nonces that get beaten up. But in this circumstances, it's the people that are exposing the nonces that are getting the threats. It's an absolute crazy situation. I'm not going to lie. It's very confusing. I'm not going to lie.
If there are parts of the world that, although we're in the 20th century, 21st century today, they're still no different to how they were many years ago. And that person is an adult in all aspects of the word.
Would you allow your daughter to get married to a 40-year-old man?
You do know, in today's, even in today's, there are some countries where where the legal age is 9.
Can a 9-year-old have sexual relations?
But a person could be 16 years old and still they're a child.
No, but I'm saying,
if they're in that case, even though they're married, they're not going to have relations.
But can you ask? Is there any scenario where a 9-year-old could have a sex with a grown man?
If she's an adult and she's
scenario where a 9-year-old could have a sex with a grown man.
If she's an adult and
scenario where a 9-year-old could have a sex with a grown man.
If she's an adult
scenario where a 9-year-old could have a sex with a grown man.
If she's an adult and she's married.
If she's an adult and she's married. And we're talking about today. We wasn't talking about the past. So anybody that is defending this kind of stuff and getting angry with me, getting angry with Veli, getting angry with Ultra, we're going to have to ask you, why are you so angry? Why are you so angry for us not exposing this and saying it's wrong? Yeah, it must be because you agree with this. There can't be any other reason. Because to get this emotional about trying to defend these people is very disturbing. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's shocking to me, man. I never thought, that when you call out kind of like people saying that 9-year-olds can be adults or 10-year-olds that can have sex, that you're going to be the one, that is getting attacked. You're the one that's going to get threats. You're the one that's going to be saying, oh, we're going to beat you up. You're the one that's, getting letters through the door. Yeah, it's insane what's happened to the world, man. There's a world full of nonsense then. There must all be nonce supporters. God knows what they're doing, man. It's unbelievable. Yeah, don't attack Jordan, man. Don't attack Jordan. He's the poster boy for the Dawa teams. We don't need his image to be besmirched. I mean, who else would they use for the posters? Who else would they use for the posters? That's how Amy did. Oh God, I just remembered. Oh God, I just remembered that. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to troll, but I just remembered Amy got the Shahada from Jordan M. Oh my God, man. What a bloody disaster. Poor Jordan. Oh God, I'm going to cover my face. Because I knew it was going to go bad. As soon as I saw the video and I heard Amy's voice, I was like, oh my God, this is going to go dark. I just said to myself, like, Jordan, I was like knocking on the thing like, Jordan, when you see someone about to cross the road and get knocked over, stop! And Jordan's just walking around and she, oh God. Oh, what a bloody disaster, man. I don't even know if she was if she was truly done the Shahada and she truly meant it at the time and then she changed her mind. I don't think that's a problem. I think that's fine. I think people can, maybe she was genuinely interested and then what happened is that she changed her mind. That if she trolled them, then that's brutal, man. That's brutal. That is brutal if she trolled them. I mean, why would you start with Jordan of all of them? You should have went from that other somebody else, like Ali Dawa or someone. Because, obviously, I don't, it's not like I get on with Jordan, but I don't think he's a bad guy. I don't think he's a bad guy. Just a little bit deluded someone. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to start my drawings and Concrete Jungle, reply to me, please. Now, like I said, let me quickly, because I don't want to keep on talking about this nonsense stuff, but I'm sick and tired of people making me feel like I'm in the wrong and I need to shut my mouth about something that is clear-cut wrong. Yeah? It's clear-cut wrong. And everybody that's doing this, yeah, and I want to find the Sikhs that are supporting them. I'm going to be honest with you, this is my main mission, yeah. I want to find the Sikhs that are supporting the nonsense, because those guys are from my community, and I want to understand why are they so passionate about defending these guys, and why do they want me to speak quiet to defend these guys? Now, the people in my own area, because people said they're from Seven Kings, East Ham, and all that, just come to me, yeah. Give me a date and time, and I'll go to the Gurudwara when the coronavirus is over, and I'll come to the Gurudwara. I'll bring all the evidence about what I was arguing about, and I want you to tell the Gurudwara why you justify and support the nonsense that is going on in there. So, tell me the date and time. I promise I'll turn up. Make it in Karamsar. Yeah, let's do Karamsar. Yeah, get Karamsar Gurudwara. Bring your stuff down. I'll come down by myself. Yeah, I don't care if there's 50 of you. Yeah, I'll come down by myself. I'm going to bring the videos, yeah, of all the stuff they've been saying and why you, and I want to understand why you, as Sikhs, yeah, are defending this. And I'll play it to the Gandhis. I do. Oh, he passed away. Did he pass away? Sant Pratap passed away, actually. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was Sant Pratap. So I know some of the people on the committee and stuff. So we'll play the audios. And I want to ask the committee whether Sikhs should be supporting people saying this, yeah? Because you lot are really putting yourself out there for this. And I want to understand why you're doing that, yeah? And if you got, I'm going to be honest with you, you got kids and stuff, or you're like a family and you got youngsters, I'll be worried for you, man. I'm going to be worried for you that you're around children and stuff if you're trying to defend nonsense. Now, do you know what? Yeah, I prepared something here, so why not still do it here? Now, the problem is because Sir Faz got shook here and put the video down, I was like, there's not really much I can play, but I'll do it anyway because I've prepared it now, yeah. Now, one of the things is, yeah, that people keep on saying, like Sid bashing them up, they're obsessed with me, yeah, 24 hours doing live streams, saying that, Raj, I'm going to look into you. Raj, I'm going to find out everything about you. Raj, I'm going to find out your tax. Raj, I'm going to find out, you know, your police case. Raj, I'm going to find out, do you pay your bills? Raj, do you do this? I'm going to find out if you've really got a diagnosis for Asperger's. So do you know what? I thought I'd make it easier for you, yeah? Just so that, you know, I could just say, okay, don't worry about researching. I'll save you time. I was going to show you. So obviously you can't hear him saying that or him saying something to that effect. But, you know, like what I said, let's look at the bills first. You know, everyone's so interested about who pays the bills. N-Power. Whose name is on the top? 9th of April 2020. Mr. Rajinder Tatul. So when these letters come through saying make payment now, who do you think they're contacting to make the payment if my name's on it? And if they want to, if they're going to actually kind of like come in with bailiffs and stuff, like, who do you think here is the one responsible? My name's on there. Look, 29th of April. Yeah. Now, both me and my brother kind of share the bills and stuff. Yeah. So my brother pays the Thames water bill. But guess who's the secondary on there? Rajinder Singh. I mean, I can't believe I'm doing this, but why not? Why not? You know, who do you think pays for the internet and the telephone? What's the date? This one's the 2nd of the 11th, 2020. Just so that people say it's old. Look. Yeah. What shall we say? Who pays tax? Because they say I don't pay tax or I don't declare my stuff. What's this? What date is it? Oh, 2020. Here you go, guys. So all that research that you were going to do about me, I've just given it to you here. Now, the other thing you said, Raj, I don't believe you got an actual diagnosis of Asperger's syndrome. Here's the letter. Here you go. Do you want to see it? Obviously, I've taken bits out of it and the most important bits. Yeah. Here's the actual diagnosis. Here you go, guys. Mr. Tatul is suffering from what can be characterized as Asperger's syndrome, autistic spectrum disorder, ICD-10, F84.5. and the doctor was Dr. Justin Basquil from consulted by a psychiatrist. And guess what hospital it was? Whips Cross. Yeah. Here you go. 7th of November 2012. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. So, look at that. Now, like I said, me and my brother live here, so we share the bills. Yeah, I pay certain amount on my bit. Main thing is electricity and gas, which is Empower. The water is under my brother's name, but we share everything. So we kind of thinking other bills and stuff. The talk, our internet, obviously we share that as well. But it's all under my name. Now, if I'm not earning or supporting the family, Sid Bash, why would everything be under my name? Why would everything be under my name? Because otherwise it'd be under my mum's name, wouldn't it? My mum doesn't pay for a single thing in the house. I've never asked for money. In fact, I've never even asked even my birthday gifts. If she gives me money, I give it back. I've never asked for my mum for a single penny in my entire life. My dad on the other end when I was younger, obviously. So don't worry. Yeah, TV, I'll forget about the TV license. Obviously, that gets paid for as well. So all of this stuff. These people are so nosy, yeah. Look, so nosy. Why don't you actually phone up? Here you go, yeah. Just so that you can double check. Phone Dr. Justin Basquil, the consultant psychiatrist at Whips Cross University Hospital. Ring them up, yeah, and say, do you remember somebody called Raj Singh Tator? Did you give him a diagnosis of Asperger's syndrome in 2012? Now, to me, it doesn't make no difference if I'm on the autistic spectrum, but these guys are so obsessed with me that, they want to know everything about me. So I've made it very easy for you, Sid Bash, you Fuddle. But the one thing I'm not going to make easy for you, because, you're saying you're going to look into my whole life and all that. The other thing I will tell you, I went... It's disappeared. Yeah. Is there somewhere? I don't know what I've done. Just trying to find it. There's so much bloody art that we at the moment. That could be it. Where are you? Where are you? Oh yeah, whatever. Basically, if you want to know my education, yeah, there's no personal information, educated guesser. It's all covered. Can you not see it's all covered? God's sakes. It's not like I've got my details out there. There's nothing on there. It just says Empower. Yeah. Look. That's it. Why are you crying for, educated guest? There's nothing on there. I've sellotaped everything. But I'm just doing this because Sid Bash said he's going to look into my entire life. I'm just making it easier for him so he doesn't have to look for that. But one thing you're going to have to explain, yeah, is you saying this, yeah, about your so-called police contacts here. Because I know you didn't say the word police, but when you're saying that you're going to look into me and get your contacts to look into me, you know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about because you're saying I'm wasting police time. How else would you find out if I'm wasting police time if you don't get the police to look into it? You can't get your private kind of like everyday friends to do it. Yeah, you're always crying in the chat, educated guest. For God's sakes, man, I spent ages sellotaping stuff. And now you're freaking still crying. Oh, all your details, nothing even on there. So, there you go.
This bloody Corona time. Ooh, he's been groomed.
Then he's gone.
Who's groomed him? Someone's groomed him, man.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't care, to be honest. So
You don't care, but you was talking about me for around 6 hours yesterday. But you don't care. Talking about you're going to look into my entire life. You're going to find out everything. You don't believe I've been diagnosed. You don't believe, I pay the bills. You don't believe I do this. You don't believe, I declare my taxes and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I've made it easier for you now. Yeah. Everything's here. Yeah. So once again, here you go. I pay the electric and the gas is under my name. The water is under mine and my brother's name. You can see here. The internet and phone is under my name, but me and my brother pay it half. Like I said, tax returns and stuff. Yes? What is this? What is this? Yes, it's not like I'm earning money and not declaring what I'm earning. So you can try and report me. I declare everything. Yeah? And the other one, you said that you're going to see if I got a diagnosis. Here you go. 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 Yeah? Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Mr. Tato is suffering from ICD-10, F5, right? Justin Basquil, consultant psychiatrist. Yeah, you can ring him up if you want and ask him. Yeah. You can ask him why he diagnosed me. That's what. Yeah, I didn't go. Let me say something. I didn't go into the hospital for a diagnosis. I didn't even know I had Asperger's syndrome. If I'm being honest with you, I didn't know. What did happen was that obviously I had a few issues and stuff like that. I stopped drinking in 2012. So you can see, if you look at the date here, the date is very significant, 2012, because guess what? That's when I stopped drinking. Yeah, I stopped drinking. I stopped associating with people. I left a particular job. I started drawing again. And then what happens when I start drinking? Obviously, drinking is like an antidepressant, but it's like a plaster on a wound. It's not the main thing. So I had to go to a doctor and say, look, I don't feel well. They put me on antidepressants, which I stopped like 4 years ago. And then what happened is they referred me to the psychiatrist, and he diagnosed me. I didn't even know I had Asperger's syndrome. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I didn't even know I had Asperger's syndrome. They're the ones that said it. So that is the official diagnosis from the hospital, yeah, of the doctor. And he told me straight, you got Asperger's syndrome. Yeah, that's what he told me when I left the. I said, what's is there any issues? He said, yes, you have Asperger's syndrome. That's what he told me straight. Yeah, the doctor said to me straight, you got Asperger's syndrome. And he said to me, I'm a classic. He said, I'm a classic. Yeah, I'm a classic. I've got classic traits of Asperger's syndrome. Look at this guy here. That's how you're so dumb, yeah. Look, that's how they write the letters, you moron. That's how they write the letters, yeah. It states on there, Mr. Tato is suffering what can be categorized, yeah, as Asperger's syndrome, ICD-10 F84. Do you understand what categorized means? Do you understand what the word categorized means? It means it's in a bracket, or categorized there, characterized. Yeah, it's just meaning that I have Asperger's. It's a different word to put in there. Why do you think here when I when I did the BBC interview for BBC, I had to send that documentation down to prove here that I was an autistic spectrum. Yeah, because obviously if they're going to do an actual article about me, they're not going to just do it unless I'm actually on the spectrum. So I sent them down that, and they also said it's a diagnosis. Yeah, they said it as well. So you could talk to the BBC and phone the hospital up, because both of them accepted it as a diagnosis. So look, why would the BBC? I mean, BBC actually done an article after I sent it. So look, can you send the paperwork to prove? Yeah, this is obviously in 2014 after I started drawing and stuff. Yeah, because I didn't draw for like what is it, 20 years or stuff though. Yeah. Oh, dude, man, you're so dumb. You know me, blood. It's a diagnosis, you moron. Because of your stupidity, you're going to be hidden now. Sorry, dude. If you can't accept an actual official diagnosis from the hospital, then you're too dumb to be onto my assessments and recommendations. Master Tato is suffering from what can be best characterized as Asperger's syndrome, autistic spectrum. Is that clear, everybody? Or is this guy dumb? Is that clear? Is that clear, guys? Tell me if you think it's clear. You know, some people are so dumb that they can't even with a hospital diagnosis from the NHS, yeah, from the NHS, they're still saying no. God damn it, yeah. Now, it doesn't really bother me, but like I said, yeah, when it comes to this guy, Sid Bash, he wants to look into my life. I made it all easy for you. It's clear. It's clear as thingy. Yeah. So you're absolutely insane. Yeah. First of all, Asperger's syndrome is not a mental health issue. Yeah, it's very ignorant of you, Amy. It's not a mental health issue. It's a what's it called? Developmental disorder, not a mental health issue. Now, I know you say you don't need a letter. I didn't know I had Asperger's syndrome until I was 38. So I needed to know. When I went to the doctors, I didn't know I had Asperger's syndrome. I just knew that I was having issues, especially when I was, I used to drink a lot and stuff like that. And so then, yeah, it's not a disability, Amy, not for me. So this is the problem. Some people call it a disability. To me, I'm very high on the spectrum. I've got a degree. I've got 3 A-levels. I've worked in one job for 89 years, never job for a year or two, whatever. I'm doing this. So yeah, I'm not freaking disabled or anything like that. So yeah, so with this guy Sid Bash, I've made it easy for you. You can, the rest of the stuff where it comes to the police stuff, you're gonna have to, look through your contact. And I'm gonna be honest to you, I'm gonna be listening to you very carefully, Sid Bash, because I want to hear if you find out stuff that I've only told the police or the police have got on record. Because if you do, you know what's going to happen.
Well, a mad one again for some reason.
No, someone's groomed him, man.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't care, to be honest. So
You don't care, but you're going to go through my whole life history. Now, I haven't got the other recording because I got put the videos down. But he's talking about going through everything. I'm going to go through.
what I do want him to do is stop wasting police time. Yeah, because it's they got better things to do than worry about your petty shit. So I do want you to stop doing that. And I'll be making I'll be making calls as well to find out exactly what's going on. We can making calls as well. Be making so I do want you to stop doing that. They got better things to do than, and I really don't know. I don't care, to be honest. So what I do want him to do is stop wasting police time. Yeah, because it's they got better things to do than worry about your petty shit. So I do want you to stop doing that. And I'll be making I'll be making calls as well to find out exactly what's going on.
Especially
So
this blood.
So when you say that you don't want me to waste police time and you're going to be making calls to find out exactly what's going on, we know you got contacts in the police. You, are wasting police time. Because when you're getting your brother or your friend or your cousin to look into me, they could be saving lives. They could be saving people while you're getting them to look into my business because you got a personal issue with me. Can you not see how much of a hypocrite you are? You're telling me that I can't go to the police when I get death threat letters. Yeah, that's the only time I called last year. Actually, no. Last year it was part of 2 things, but that was an add-on to it. So I would say twice last year. Actually, let me say twice because the original time was connected to that as well. So twice last year. Both of them was because one of the main one was because of the letter. Now you're saying I'm wasting police time for the Sid Bash, but you, have the nerve to say that you're going to get your friends or contacts within the police to then look into me wasting police time, and it's actually illegal. You're lucky you didn't say the word police, because I'm telling you something now. If you actually said, I'm going to get my police contacts to look into you, I would have freaking ruined your mate in the police. I would have ruined them. I would have called up this morning and I wouldn't have even done this show. But this is a warning shot across the barrels to you, because you're lucky you took the video down and you're lucky you didn't say the word police. He's another Saeed. Yeah, Saeed's got his brother was a policeman and he'll be using him to do his dirty work, and look into stuff. Because he told me, you can't have members of your family, your friends, look into stuff because you got a problem with the man. That's illegal. I got somebody I know, my brother's mate who's a policeman. I've known him for a long time, from my brother. And that person, I could phone 50 times to ask about, what's this? I don't even contact the person. I'm like, no, I don't want to get them involved in any shit. But what you're doing is that you're going to contact your contacts and stuff like that. Now, you're, like I said to you, man, you literally, almost got your mate sacked. The only thing that stopped you from getting them sacked was the fact that you didn't say the word police, but you said contact. But I know what you mean, because you've talked about your mates being in the police and that one of your brothers or something is in the control center. You said it 100 times. And then they're going to start rummaging through the freaking my police reports because you got a problem with me. You think that's normal? You think that's normal? Absolutely unbelievable, man. Absolutely unbelievable. These people, man, seriously, man. Instead of being angry with the people talking about children being adults, having sex with children, they're angry with me. They're angry with Veli. They're angry with Ultra. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke, man. You know, sometimes I believe that the world here is topsy-turvy. Like, you know, everything's upside down. That in a world today in 2021, you have grown-ass men in their 30s and all that kind of stuff with children, whatever, saying that 9-year-olds can be adults, they can be adults, rah, 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 and they can do, you know, have sexual relations and all that. And then when we say you're wrong and you're a nonce and you're a pedo, we're being attacked. People are attacking us. People are telling us we need to shut up, that we need to stop saying that. This is the kind of world we're living in today, man. It's a freaking disgrace, man. I'm embarrassed. Seriously, I'm embarrassed. It's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. People like that are actually around today. Now, let me just, you know, there's 117 people. I don't know what they're doing, man. Sitting around there freaking watching today. But, you know, I'll do another like 30 minutes. What I might do is just go over Why So Religious's little chat yesterday, because Why So Religious here? Dude, you're hysterical, man. It's very hard to have a conversation with you because you get hysterical. And the other thing is you went on to Raspik and you said you really dislike me. I don't even know what I've done to you, to be honest with you. I don't know why you really dislike me, but you jumped on yesterday, and I don't know whether, you know, you had a point to prove or whether you was trying to cape for someone else. But some of your kind of like, let's just say your argument were totally freaking ridiculous, like equating child marriage to potatoes. Child marriage to potatoes. Like, I don't know whether you think that was a great analogy to make. You could have made hundreds of other comparisons, but why would you equate a child marriage to a potato, not eating a potato? Like, what is the point of that? Why not use something else? So, and even rice. Oh, what if rice? Yeah. Now, the other thing is, yeah, I heard you last night on Raspik, and you said, yeah, that the last Guru died in the 1900s. The last Guru died in the 1900s. In the 1900s. Now, when you're making an argument like I made yesterday, that, you know, this is a cultural practice from hundreds of years ago that I wouldn't do today, you would have a point if it was only 100 years ago. But it was 312 years ago since the last Guru passed away. Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Yeah. 312 years, not 100, 312. The British were not even in India by that point. They come over 100 and something year later. Yeah. Yes, son, yes, it's unbelievable, man. Oh, your last Guru died in 1900. 1900. Rodney K, why are you going crazy, man? Calm down, dude. I don't know what's happening, man. So let me try and find it, because this guy here is such a... And before everyone says I'm lying, let me just show you. Before everyone says I'm lying, because they go, oh, Raj, you're lying. And the most shameful thing is, yeah, in the chat, yeah, this is when I know that these Sikhs here that dislike me hate me more than they love Sikhi. Yeah, it's the same with Muslims. Some Muslims, yeah, hate me more than they love their prophet. So they will side with people that have dissed their prophet to the max just because they're going against me. And you see with Ghost, you see with Faz. In fact, Faz the other day kind of redeemed himself on that a little bit. But other stuff, yeah. Now, I was looking at the chat yesterday and there was Sikhs siding with Why So Religious because they dislike me instead of trying to kind of like go against Why So Religious. And this shows you that there are Sikhs out there that their hatred for me is more than their love for their Guru. Because if they were truly, truly love their Guru and Sikhism, they would have done two things. Either write stuff in the chat that could have informed me, or secondly, what they could have done is be men and jump on the chat. yeah, and actually jump on and say, look, this is what Raj is wrong about this or that, yeah. So that's the thing. Like, I don't represent Sikhs. Let me say it again. I'm not a good Sikh. I'm not a good representation of Sikh, and I've never ever said I am. Yeah. Do I want to be? Yes. Whether that's going to happen at some point, I never know. Yeah. So I think Westia had been drinking. Yeah, he was so freaking like absolutely pissed off, man, for no reason, and I come in real aggressive. Let me find the stream. Hopefully, he hasn't taken it down because that stream. All right. So just so that people can see that I'm not lying. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let me try and. All right, let's do the thing because people don't really understand the dates. Yeah, so have a look at this. Yeah, so people think when they're thinking about the Sikhism, they think of it as like, Sikhism was like one person that come in one time, and so the time frame is like a 50-year or 60-year period. No. It lasts for 200 years. So 200 years is a long time in history. Yeah, like it's a long time. So from the 1500s to the 1700s. Yeah, that is the beginning of the Guruship to the end of the Guruship in 1708 with Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and then he passed that over to the Living Scriptures, which is called Sri Guru Granth Sahib. So let me just show you. So when you're going to argue with me, so as you can see here, the first Guru was born in 1469, yeah, and the last Guru was born in 1666 and passed away in 1708. 1708. Can you see here? Look, here's a time thing. Not 1900s when there were cars. Not 1900s when there was telephones. Not 1900s when there was biplanes and stuff like this. 312 years ago, he passed away. Now, the reason why this is so important is because one of the problems is the further back you go in history, the more the records are a bit odd. Yeah, like it's harder to find records the further you go back. We know today that everything is kind of documented, regimentally. But in the past, even especially in India and stuff, some of the people's birth dates and stuff like that were just totally kind of wrong and all that kind of stuff. People were like out by 2 or 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever. So I was just trying to explain that there's this misconception that the 10th Guru married 3 women, and there's not. There's even some people believe it was 1, but some people believe it was 2 women. Yeah. Now I'm not gonna kind of like go into that in particularly, but one thing is, the Gurus that were married young, they were actually children getting betrothed. They were not children marrying an adult marrying a child. So with Guru Tegh Bahadur, he was 9, and the girl that he married, she was Mata Gujri, she was 6. But they didn't have a child until 10 years later, or maybe I think it was like 12 years later. So you're talking about a long time, a long time after they got together. Because what happens is when they used to do this, but it's called betrothment. It's a marriage, but it's called a betrothment. So you would get 2 families would decide in the past that you'd have 2 children, and they'd make a good match here. Not really for the children, maybe for the family. Yeah, because they think, okay, our families get on. And then what they do, they would then match them up and say, these 2 are now betrothed together, and these 2 are now going to have to be live together in the future. So obviously as children, they don't live together. It's as they get older and mature and become what you consider to be an adult, that's when they move in together and then have, children and stuff like that. That's not the same as a child marrying an adult. Yeah. That is not the same as a child marrying an adult. So as much as I disagree with that today, and I said I disagree with it today, and obviously some people are going to say, oh, Raj, then you don't agree, that your gurus were and they're infallible and rah. Now, I said something yesterday about infallibility. Now, the problem is, that Rodney asked me, are your gurus infallible? Now, I said no, they're not infallible. Because the reason I said that, and I know some people might say, well, Raj, you can't say that, rah. I did say it. Now, let me explain why you cannot use the word infallibility. Let me explain why. Because people start thinking that they can say somebody is infallible. The only entity that is infallible is God. Because let me show you the actual dictionary definition of infallibility. Yeah, here's infallibility. Yeah, now infallibility means what? Where's actually? Where's actually infallibility? Oh God, infallibility. A good definition of it. Yeah, so the quality of being infallible, the inability to be wrong. The inability to be wrong. The inability to be wrong. Yeah. Now, the reason why that is so problematic in terms of describing any human being, whether they're your guru, whether they're, you know, whatever, is that if someone then starts looking into the past of the history of any of your religious figures and they've made one mistake, they can't be infallible. Even one mistake. I'm talking about even the most minor mistake. Now, I used the example of cooking, because if I was infallible and I could not make no mistakes, when I was cooking, if I was cooking and I then put the wrong ingredients in, instead of putting chili, I put in onions, I cannot be infallible because I made a mistake. Because infallibility is all encompassing. Yeah, it means everything, every part of your life must be infallible. You can't make a mistake. And we know within history, some people have made mistakes here in terms of, like, you know, you might have gone the wrong way. You might have wanted to, you might have been going somewhere and instead of turning left, you turn right. That's a mistake as well. And if you're infallible, you wouldn't make that mistake. And this is why, this is why you cannot get yourself caught up in the infallibility trap. Because once you say somebody's infallible, you're going to get crucified. You're going to literally get destroyed. If you say that. Let me try and find a video of this guy. I'm going to try and go through it quickly, though, because I'm going to be honest with you, I find it hard to listen to his voice, to be honest with you. It's pretty thingy. Where is it? Where's Reddy's channel? Where's it gone? Is it good enough? All right. Oh, there it is. There it is, yeah. Got it here, man. We got it here. We got it. Now, like I said, I do not represent Sikhs. I don't even think I'm the best person to even talk about Sikhism. But if someone asks me a question and I believe I can try and answer it, I'll answer it. Now, if I don't feel I can answer it, I won't answer it. Now, I tried my best yesterday, and obviously I'm not going to be the best person to talk about Sikhism. But to anybody out there that is criticizing me, what you need to do is to grow some balls, and you need to jump onto the panel and actually speak, because it's not hard to speak. I don't understand why people fear speaking. Now, if you're just in the chat, and you're just doing your own thing and whatever, but if you're on there, like literally saying, Raj, you're the worst, Raj, you're the worst, you know nothing about Sikhism, rah, 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 and you're sitting in the chat, what you're doing here, you're actually letting a man on a panel say something about Sikhism that you find is wrong, but you don't have the guts to jump on and correct him. That shows that you're a pussy, and you're not even what you consider to be anything apart from a jua, You're not shared or nothing. You need to be able to come on if you think there's a problem, saying something wrong, and you want to correct it. You jump on. Instead, you don't what you do, You don't do this. You just sit in the chat, and not even with any constructive kind of information. Because remember, I'm the only Sikh here on these panels, the regular Sikh, apart from Raindrop and stuff like that. And Manny, they don't really come on. I'm one of the only ones. So obviously, my knowledge as one person is going to be limited. It's not going to be like I can ask someone else, okay, what is the information on here? Now, let me just get the screen up. What is going on in the chat between bloody well, Rodney K and freaking... Oh, do you know what was hysterical yesterday? I'm not going to lie, I don't know whether respect, please make my dinner respect. I'm hungry. No, not my pudda, my mouth. I'm starving. I need to eat a lamb. Don't worry about cutting it up. Just bring it on the plate. No, don't worry about the fur. I don't give a shit. No, leave the hooves on. No, even the eyes and the nose. I don't care. I'm starving. Respect, give it to me. Give it. She eats stuff whole, not even eaten. Like, she can't wait, yeah. So, respect. So, let me just play the thingy here. There you go. So I was on there, kind of like just giving. Now I was giving Veli some advice because Veli got himself in a bit of a sticky situation because when asked about, atheism and laws, he said that he would follow the law of the land, and he didn't preface it with the fact that, okay, if the law I felt was immoral, I would protest the law and try and reform it, because that's what you can do in democracies. Instead, what he said, he'd follow the law. Now, luckily for him, when we now looked into the laws of consent in Germany and Italy and places like that, although the age of consent is very low, they have a caveat in most of them, which is that you cannot have more than a 3-year age difference. So in Italy, the age of consent is only 14, or 13. But if you're 13 and the person you're with is 16, that's not illegal. But if you're 13 and the person is 17, it's then illegal. So there's a 3-year age gap. Yeah, you cannot have more than 3 years, and that's very important because obviously, somebody that's like 20 years older is going to be in a position of power. So I didn't know that. In fact, I actually thought, Veli actually made a big mistake on that. So, but next time when someone asks about, laws and stuff, you just say, look, I follow the law of the land, but if I feel it's unjust or it's wrong, I will protest and I will reform it, for whatever means. So then he jumps on trying to defend Veli for no reason. I don't know whether he was out of his head on crack or whatever he was doing, man. 10th Goodall didn't do the same practices, did he? Responsibility. None of his children were betrothed.
Hello.
So, no, because you're looking at Sikhism.
Because they can actually.
And you see a girl that's 20.
Now, before I go on here, I want to prove that none of the Sikhs, the final Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, he had 4 children. And let me show you, because people can say, oh, Raj, you're lying. Let me show you the 4 children and see if any of them were married. Yeah. Now, if you look at the final Guru, he had 4 children. The oldest one was Baba Ajit Singh. Yeah. And if you go through this, there's no mention of any marriages. He died when he was 18, in the Battle of Chamkaudia. So he died there, yeah. So you can see here. No, and if you read through it, there's nothing about him having any wife or anything. If you go through his second child, Jujara Singh, and he was 16, and there's nothing here either. Nothing about having any marriage or anything. He died also at the Battle of Chamkaudia with his brother. If you look at Zorawar Singh, the younger, he was 9 years old. Yeah, nothing here about being betrothed or getting married or anything. Yeah, that he also was executed by the Mughals. Fateh Singh, 6 years old, he was not betrothed either. So my argument was this: although at some times, some of the gurus were betrothed, I think 2 of them were betrothed at a young age. That decision to do it was children, being betrothed, by adults, and so the final guru decided not to do it for any of his children. None of his children, even his 18-year-old, was not married or betrothed. So we got to take from that we must have realized that, or the gurus must have been like, okay, this is not something that I want, the Sikhs to be doing no more. So I'm not saying Sikhs don't still do it, because some Sikhs drink, some Sikhs still follow caste, some Sikhs still do this and do that. Yeah, same with me. I can trim my bed. So, but from his actions, and I was trying to explain to him that the actions, the words actions speak louder than words, is quite a famous saying. So although it may not be literally written in the text, the fact that the final guru did not do this for any of his children is a standard that Sikhs should actually follow. So let me just play the audio. There you go.
25. Do you know what I'm saying?
Man. So weird. Girl was 6, but it didn't live.
Okay.
You to disagree with the law. So like I was trying to say, man, don't try to Ben, man, I can say that there's
even one of your gurus married a child when they were an adult. Now,
No. When they were a child, so it was 9.
See, he said look once again he lies. He said one of your gurus married a child when they were an adult, and that's not the case. All of them were children marrying children, and they didn't even live together until much later on, as you can see from when the people they actually gave birth when they're in their adulthood, over 17, 18 years old.
Years old.
I said allegedly about.
No, hold on. So no, you need to clarify. So he was 9. And the girl was 6, but it didn't live.
Okay. Look, so I mentioned that your religion accepts a form of child marriage as far as children being betrothed to each other and then marrying each other at, let's say, a different age, but they have to marry each other, and that it is binding. Now, that is totally different than an atheist saying, okay, the law of the land allows for 14-year-olds to be considered consensual, as opposed, because they can actually move or try to change the law, as opposed to a religious position, which is, hey, this is a moral concept that we morally accept. That is a big difference.
Can I just clarify? Like, it's not within our scriptures to do it. It was a cultural practice that was happening all over the world.
Did I mention that it was in your scripture?
I know, but right, so you're saying within the. So it was a cultural practice, regularly practiced in India, and what it was is that two families would say, okay, they're both kids, let's betroth them. They didn't move in together, and that's proven by the fact that by the time they had children, they were in their late teens, adults. So. This has nothing to do with what I said. Let me just finish. So my point is this. I can be, progressive enough and think out, kind of think like this, that, okay, although this is happening in my kind of religion or religious figures, I do not agree with it in the 21st century. And so I would say, if I saw anyone doing it in the Punjab, which they don't, I would bun them out and say, look, what you're doing is wrong. And if they start to tell me, well, the gurus used to do it and all of this, I would still say to them, look, dude, it's wrong in today's age. You need to stop doing it.
Then question, how is that any different than Veli's position, where he does not want that, but he understands that it's the law, and that because it's the law, these people should not be prosecuted until the law changes. And once again, I would state though,
I wasn't going against Veli.
Let me present this.
I mean, you're making an argument. I was going against Veli. I really was going against Veli, bro. He's not going against Veli.
Also, you said it's not in your scriptures. There is no consent of age of marriage inside of your scriptures, is there? There is no defining of what age a person can marry a different person. So in theory, your religion actually holds the
because we have a hold on, why religious? There is no way within Sikhism we allow pedophilia. We do not allow that, and that's 100%. How do you know why so religious? Have you read Sikh?
I have. So you bring the scripture.
I'll bring it aspect of something that I wouldn't agree with.
Okay, done.
You're putting a criteria on me. I am not somebody. All right, so I am not somebody. As Sikhs, we go with the times. We don't have this concept of things stay rigid. We don't have that concept. We are a group of believe in learn. The word Sikh means learn, and if it means we learn it new. And if we believe he was a guru. He wasn't an adult man. He was still a child with a child's brain. He made no decisions about who he chose. What the problem is, you're putting the criteria of this moral kind of ambiguity on the guru when the guru didn't make the decision. He was a victim of that decision. If something is wrong or something is right, and in the past year, people in India were doing it. It doesn't mean that we can't. So how can I get it out right? So the point is, like I said, there was 2 gurus that married young. So from his actions, like the way people try and follow Christ or Muhammad, we look by the guru's action, the last guru in particular, and his actions did not justify it. So that's the way I'm going to go by.
Yeah, so the guy, I mean, to be honest, it's giving me a headache just listening to the guy. He seems to be on some kind of crack or something on it. Just constantly and I was trying to say to him that, when it comes to Jesus, now the end bit's quite interesting because I don't know whether I'm in the wrong or he was in the right, but when
I'm believing that marriage, everything they do, including that, should not be a mistake. Do you understand? Is this, like I'm saying, when it comes to stuff of everyday life, cooking, I know that everything they do. I'll say if he didn't, if he said didn't eat rice, we don't eat rice. Okay.
From why so religious?
So I'm going to say it again. The 10th guru did not betroth his children. So by his actions, he made the decision to show everybody that this is
actions.
And on top of that, both the gurus that did get betrothed when they were younger, it was taken out their hands because their fathers were excellent.
Yeah, but by his actions, he married a young girl at 33.
No, but we don't believe in that marriage. So
but you just said you're not an expert in Sikhism. How would you know?
No, but that thing I'm 100% expert in because
you're 100% expert on the.
All right, so let me explain why I know that, because I do a lot of Sikh artwork, and I'm about to do a picture of Guru Gobind Singh and his family, and that particular thing did come up. So I had to consult a lot of people and say, is this true? And everybody I spoke to, including very high religious people, said no. The second wife is ambiguous, and some people believe that it was just one person, but the records were kind of mixed up in India.
So why is it every reference I keep checking, it just always says the same thing? Who are these people out there trying to besmirch the history of this?
We're not saying they're trying to besmirch. I'm not saying it's slander.
Why is the internet full of it?
All right, so just saying on the internet, they're probably putting everything on there, and then people can make a decision about what parts they would
Now, so you're saying that you follow his example. If he never ate rice, does that mean that you're not allowed to eat rice?
on there, and then people can make a decision about what parts they would do.
I have a question. Now, so you're saying that you follow his example. If he never ate rice, does that mean that you're not allowed to eat rice?
Obviously not. But when it comes
now, this kind of like false equivalency between eating rice and child marriage is probably one of the biggest stretches, because eating rice and child marriage are two very different things. Yeah, eating rice does not hurt no one. Eating rice has no real repercussions apart from maybe getting fat, or maybe eating too much of it and getting sick. So trying to equate child marriage to rice, we know that the 10th Guru had 4 children, not 1 child, not 2 children, not 3, 4. One of them was 18, the other one 16, yeah, and the other one 9, and the other one 6, yeah. None of them were betrothed or married, from my understanding. So through his actions, he could have done it. There's no reason why he wouldn't have done it unless he believed that it was something he didn't want to do no more. So we'll take it from that he probably started, the Guru realized that this was the practice in India that needs to kind of like be faded out and stopped.
Okay, you gave a short answer. Let me continue.
All right, so the rice situation is silly in the argument, because how would you know he never ate rice?
That's the point, though, right? Just because.
Yeah, but how would you know? But I can give you concrete evidence that he had children and he didn't betroth them.
No, the point here is maybe he had an aversion to rice and he didn't want to eat rice. It's totally different than saying he did have an aversion to betrothing of children, and that because he didn't do it, it was an aversion. Do you get the point here?
Oh my God, man! I'm gonna say it again. Yeah, the 2 gurus that were betrothed. Let me say again: the 2 gurus that were betrothed at young ages. The rest of them were older than 18. Most of them.
Dude, you were on repeat.
Right, so the reason why they were betrothed, because their fathers, who were the gurus, were executed, so they were left without no guru. So the community had to then become the parents and to make the decision. They made the decision. The community. The community are not the gurus, and the communities can make mistakes. What happened is the final guru, he was an adult and had children. He did not betroth none of his children. So through the guru's actions, the last guru, the final guru, and the city guru.
Did he ever eat rice? Did he ever eat rice?
God, man. Dude, I'm not gonna seriously, man. You're too dumb, man. I'm gonna have the same thing, man. Let's move on to something here because you're just too thick.
Follow the concept of this, dude. You're saying that you
oh my God, man.
Anyway.
All right, so what's going on, Jupiter, man? What's happening? I think we've got this guy's obviously triggered, man.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to snip this and put it onto my channel, man. Belly, if you're okay for me, because I would actually like to get
bro. Get embarrassed on your own.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get other Sikhs to go over it as well, so I can kind of get.
The point is, people are bringing you historical things about this man, and you're saying Sheiks don't believe it.
Talking about rice.
So my point.
Yeah, okay.
Silence meant.
You know why so religious here? He jumped on you, and originally, Jupiter, he jumped on you, and he was so irate that I was cussing at Billy. I wasn't even cussing at Billy. I was actually. Do you know what people used to talk about? Why we're so religious? He jumps on, he doesn't understand none of the conversations, and then he gets it all wrong, arguing.
Right. So you can, if I point,
he drops my class and thinks he knows everything.
Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah. What I might do. I might actually do a Sikh show just going over this video rather than today, because then I have to show stuff. I have to do this. So I'm listening to it now. I think what I need to do is to, rather than just say stuff, I need to show stuff, because I can't show it on this channel, because obviously I've already kind of like said certain stuff, and it's,
let it go, let it go. You're not
notice
were written by themselves.
So,
like I said before, when it comes to the scriptures, because obviously we believe that this definition of infallible, so incapable of making mistakes or being wrong. So if someone's cooking and they put the wrong ingredients in, they made a mistake. So automatically your infallibility reasoning is debunked. So I'm not going to use the word infallible.
Yeah, I don't know. The problem is, sometimes when you're having a conversation, you don't know whether you're wrong or you're right. But when you listen back to, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. The word infallibility is totally tight. Yeah, it's like you can't make no mistakes. You're infallible for making mistakes. You can't make a single mistake. So if you're drawing, you can't make a single mistake. When you're going anywhere, you can't take the wrong direction. If you're tying your shoelace, you can't tie it wrong. Everything you do is infallible. Now, what the problem with that is that if you say that, if you then start looking into the past, yeah, and you start realizing there's a story about one of the gurus, and they went, because the Guru Nanak Dev used to travel a lot around the world. And so there must have been times when he was traveling, he might have taken the wrong direction. Now, if he's taken the wrong direction, then he can't be infallible. Do you understand the logic? Now, there's probably a different word we can use to describe it. Like I would say divinely enlightened, yeah, that they're the connection to God. Yeah, God can be infallible. God, not human beings. Yeah? Even as enlightened as they are, to the Gurus were enlightened human beings, but they cannot be infallible, because the word infallible means that they could not make a single mistake ever, not even the most minute one. And so anybody, like if I was to say, you know, I've heard people say that certain other religious figures are infallible, and they get totally and utterly kind of like unstuck on that. Yeah, I know. I mean, you know, it's just unbelievable, man, because it's too all-encompassing. Only God could be infallible. So the gurus are not God; they're connected to God. And when you're religious, so did that make sense? That only God, yeah, can be infallible, yeah. Only God. Only God. Look at this guy. He's lying. Only Italy has a 3-year difference. Okay, let's prove this guy wrong straight away. Let's prove this guy wrong. These guys here can be debunked so easily. He says only one country in Europe has an age of consent. All right, let me just go over to. You know what? I'm going to go over this particular video next time, to be honest, on a proper Sikh show and get people on there and go over it rather than myself. Now, this guy's saying the only place that has an age of consent with a kind of clause in it is thingy. So let's go down. Let's see how quickly I debunk this guy. Remember, he said only Italy. Let me put the actual comment out first. Let me put the comment, because I want to make sure these people understand that these guys here. 3 years difference. The only EU country that has a 3-year difference. The only EU country. Remember, he said the only EU country. So let's go to where is it? Let's go to Hungary. The age of consent in Hungary is 14. A close-in age exemption allows sexual acts from age of 12 if the older party is under 18. Yeah. Other one is going to be Italy, obviously 14. And there's another one. Where is it? There's actually quite a few of them. I need to go through them. Now, some of these age of consents here, they need to change, no doubt about it. Now, whichever one is it? Italy. Hungary. Hungary, Greece, age of consent is 13. France, age of consent 15. A person who has sexual intercourse with a child that shall be sent for sexual abuse. Okay, 16. Estonia 14, Romania adult, Denmark is Czech Republic. Most of them are 16 or 15. I need to find a 14 though, the lower one. These are all 15. The age of consent is 14 rights has a provision for those who are over 14 and do not understand the character and importance of the act. So that's a bit unclear. History. Well, you can just do 16, so 16, so that's the same as the UK, 16, 14. The age of the penal code, if the other party is not older than 16 and some additional conditions are met, lowering the age if the other party is not 16, yeah, is not older than 16, so they can't be older than 16 if they're going. So the age of Armenia, 16 is paradise. So I've already found a few of them. So straight away, yeah, I'll go for it properly. There's few of them. Now, the other ones, I disagree with. I didn't make the argument. I think some of these countries need to higher their age of consent to minimum. You know, I prefer, I think 18 is a better age of consent, but all of that kind of stuff. So already you've been debunked. You said there wasn't no other country in thingy. You said that. Rather, the only EU country that has the 3-year difference is Italy. Already debunked that. So, yeah. And I don't agree with those age of consents. I've not made that argument. Yeah, I would say any country in there that has this clause in there, they need to change. It has this low age of consent. They need to change them. So I banned them out straight. I banned them out straight. Yeah, I banned them out straight. I don't know why you're telling me, because I don't agree with them. I don't agree with them. We went over the Germany one before. We went over it. I don't agree with it, but it's not as clear cut as it was before with you lot saying Germany is 14 only. No, there's a clause in there as well. It's not as clear cut as the other clause, but there's still a clause in there. What you need to be doing is condemning your friends like Reactionary, Nonce Collis, M-Stacks, Ali Dawa, and all of these people. You need to be condemning these guys for talking about, 9-year-olds being adults and all that kind of stuff, and can we have sexual relations. That's what you need to be doing, rather than sitting here trying to thingy. What the hell is this? Oh, all right. Raspet's going to start crying. Raspet! Yeah, I'll have to record that. Let's see how much he cries today. Let me say something to Raspet, yeah? You keep on mentioning my sister, yeah, and my mother. I will play your audio forever. You got a problem with me, yeah? Stick to me. But you keep on running your mouth about my sister and my mother and stuff, yeah? Oh, your mother, you don't look after your mother. Your sister's ill, rah, rah, rah. You don't know nothing about my family, yeah? Whatever you think you know is coming from people that are malicious. So with yourself, yeah, you need to stop saying it, because I'm telling you, I have no issue with playing that babes. I'll remix it with the other one, yeah? I'm just watching what he's doing. The next thing is, if he keeps on carrying on, the next thing that's going to happen is that audio of her trying to incriminate me, I might even play to the police and see if it was illegal. Why not do that? Why not I play the audio of Queen J trying to incriminate me as being a sexual predator? Why don't I ring the police? If you're going to keep on talking about my family. Now, if you got a problem with me, keep it to me. Because what I've realized about you, Raspet, you're so shook at the moment. You're talking about Veli's kid, and you're talking about my mum and my sisters, yeah? Now, I haven't spoken about nothing about your family. So you need to be very careful. If you got a problem with me, you just stick it to me. Because I'm going to start dragging everybody you like into it as well. Yeah? I'm giving you a warning shot now. Stop mentioning my sister. If I hear you mentioning my sister in this video that you're going to put up, man, I don't care. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to ring the freaking police up. Yeah? I'm going to ask them, play the audio. Is this woman, yeah? Is this woman conspiring to make me as a sexual predator? Has she crossed the line legally? Let me say a couple of hellos because I need to shoot. Rod, you need to explain over. All right, I know I explained it so many times, but what can you do, man? That why so religious was freaking out of his head. Yeah, big up joke ting. Let it go. I've got the allure of this country to go. Look at this guy. He doesn't care about he's so obsessed with Czech Estonia. I ban Estonia. I ban Bulgaria. They need to change the age of consent. I'm not making the argument that the law of the land should be that the law of the land, that you should follow the law of the land. If the law is wrong, what you need to do is to actually what? Fight against the law and get it reformed. Yeah. Yeah, and those nasty pedophile lovers. Nasty pedophile lovers. Obviously, these guys, love their pedos. Love their pedos. Raj, do you think it's right that Muslim... No way. There's no way. You can't bring your child brides here. You're crazy. That's impossible. You said that. No, I don't think that's the case anyway. All right, so let me play out a little kind of like the little track here, my favorite track. Big up to Football Faz. He managed to, get the biggest ever record sales in Bangladesh with 13 copies sold. 13 Bangladesh, the most successful record album. Each one cost 1 rupee. So if you calculate that into English money, into pound, I think Football Faz made around, I think it could have been 4 pence. I don't know if they do 4 pence anymore in English pound, but he won. He won the actual award for every category in the Bengali, MTV Awards 2021, 2021. He made the Bengali, awards, in 2021, and has actually won every category, from being the biggest football, the biggest cokehead, the worst Bengali singer ever, the greatest ever football, the biggest ever fish eater. And so let's listen to his actual performance and his great performance. He's singing and dancing. The Michael Jackson of the UK or Bangladesh. There you go.
Just tell me when he says anything about me, please, Just tell me if he says anything about me. No, just tell me. Raj, listen, I know you're listening. Look, Raj, I know you're listening. Say my name. Say my name, God. I dare you.
Say my name. Say my name. Say my name, bro. It's fun, bro.
Oh, listen, Raj, put my name on your title. Watch what happens to you. Raj, come on the panel, man. Say my name, Raj. You know you're going to get fucked. Simple. Yeah? That's why you're not going to say my name. Come on, say my name. Just say my name, Raj. You just got to mention my name.
Say Faz's name.
Come on, say my name. Just say my name, Raj. You just got to mention my name.
Say Faz's name.
Just tell me when he says anything about me, please, Just tell me if he says anything about me. No, just tell me. Raj, listen, I know you're listening. Look, Raj, I know you're listening. Say my name. Say my name, God. I dare you.
Say my name. Say my name. Say my name, bro. It's fun, bro.
Oh, listen, Raj, put my name on your title. Watch what happens to you. Raj, come on the panel, man. Say my name, Raj. You know you're going to get fucked. Simple. Yeah? That's why you're not going to say my name. Come on, say my name. Just say my name, Raj. You just got to mention my name.
Say Faz's name.
Come on, say my name. Just say my name, Raj. You just got to mention my name.
Say Faz's name.
Just tell me when he says anything about me, please, Just tell me if he says anything about me. No, just tell me. Raj, listen, I know you're listening. Look, Raj, I know you're listening. Say my name. Say my name, God. I dare you.
Say my name. Say my name. Say my name, bro. It's fun, bro.
Oh, listen, Raj, put my name on your title. Watch what happens to you. Raj, come on the panel, man. Say my name, Raj. You know you're going to get fucked. Simple. Yeah? That's why you're not going to say my name. Come on, say my name. Just say my name, Raj. You just got to mention my name.
Say Faz's name.
Just tell me when he says anything about me, please, Just tell me if he says anything about me. No, just tell me. Raj, listen, I know you're listening. Look, Raj, I know you're listening. Say my name. Say my name, God. I dare you.
Say my name. Say my name. Say my name, bro. It's fun, bro.
Say my name. Say my name.
About me, please,
What sad little pricks you
just
are.
Tell me
say my name. Say my name.
No, just tell me.
Grown ass men with kids.
Look,
say
I know
my
you're
name.
listening.
Say my name.
Say my name, God. I dare you.
Say my name. Say my name. Say my name, bro. It's fun, bro.
Oh, listen, Raj, put my name on your title. Watch what happens to you. Raj, come on the panel, man. Say my name, Raj. You know you're going to get fucked. Simple. Yeah? That's why you're not going to say my name. Come on, say my name. Just say my name, Raj. You just got to mention my...
Look at Fudul Faz's face, though. This is the first time I've seen him properly.
Just say my name, Raj.
Look! The Bengali Michael Jackson. The Bengali Michael Jackson. This is the Bangladesh Michael Jackson. Fudul Faz. Look. You didn't realise how famous he is in Bangladesh. Look. I only found out because I started research because I've got his name now, Fazlur Rahman Khan. I found out that this is him in Bangladesh, and this is his persona. Yeah, that's how he makes his money. You know that you can't get coke here in kilograms from working as a cabbie.
Mention my name.
Say Faz's name.
Come on, say my name. Just say my name, Raj. You just got to mention my name.
Say Faz's name.
He's gonna mention my...
Look, Faz, this is Faz. Oh, big up the Wasp, man. Big up. I need to go on your channel, yeah? The Wasp, I'm going to go on your channel because I want to speak to the Illumination Expedition, that fake-ass bitch. Because you know what? I found out he's not a lawyer. He's not a lawyer. He doesn't work in the law firm that he claims to be working in. And the guy is one of the biggest Islamophobes I've met. I've got audio of him saying the most amount of shit, and then he's calling me an Islamophobe. So don't worry, man. That guy, we're going to expose him. Let me arrange it with you, yeah? I'll have to arrange it with you. So I need to jump on there next time. But I need to have it as a controlled environment because obviously people are going to jump in and start trolling and stuff. So if you can do that, I'd rather do it on your channel because obviously he used to frequent it. Great video of him, you know, doing the dance, you know, doing the press-ups and stuff here, looking like a goddamn degenerate in front of everyone, saying, I'm embarrassing Sikhs. What are you doing, Faddo?
My name. Say his name. Just tell me when he said anything about me, please, yeah? Just tell me if he said anything about me. No, just tell me. Raj, listen, I know you're listening.
You know what, yeah?
No, Raj, I know you're listening. Say my name. Say my name, go on. I dare you.
Say my name. Say my name. Say my name, bro. It's on, bro.
Oh, listen, Raj, put my name on your title. Watch what happens to you. Raj, come on the panel, man. Say my name, Raj. You know you get simple. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say my name. Come on, say my name. Just say my name, Raj. Raj, watch what title. Watch what happens. Raj, listen, I know you're listening. Look, Raj, I know you're listening. Say my name. Say my. Look, Raj. Say my name. Say my name. Say my name. Say my name. Say my. Say my name. Say my.
Say my name, bro. Say my name. Say my name, bro.
Oh, listen, Raj, put my name on your title. Watch what happens to you. Raj, come on the panel, man. Say my name, Raj. You know you're gonna get fucked. 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 Simple. Yeah? Simple. You know you're gonna get fucked. 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 My name, Raj. My name, Raj. You know you're gonna get fucked. My name, Raj. You know you're gonna get fucked. Simple.
I'm not avoiding you, Hassan. I'm just freaking more doing stuff. Big up, man. Big up, Hassan. I said before, man. Big up to you, man. I was speaking about you on my podcast. I said like you're one of the very few people. Now on the what is it called? The Speakers All Online podcast. Yeah, big up, man. I just need to shoot now. Obviously, let me see if that video. It better not be nothing too. If there's stuff about my family in there, then I'm going to go nuclear mode. I swear to God. If it's just about me, then whatever, man. I don't really give a shit up to a point. But if it's just about, if you start mentioning my sisters or my mother and all that kind of stuff, man, then I'll go nuclear mode. Yeah. Anyway, big up to everybody. Concrete Jungle, email me back, man. And the Wasp, I think I got you. I'll get your email. Let me try and arrange with you to talk about that AJ guy, because that AJ guy was one of the biggest fakes. I had my contacts in LA. I've got some really good contacts. I'm talking about like really good contacts. And they told me that he doesn't work at the law firm that he's saying. He doesn't work there. Yeah. So whether he's even a lawyer, because I typed his name in, Gagandeep Singh Sangha, and there's no attorney at law in LA. There's no attorney at law in LA called Gagandeep Singh Sangha. And the law firm he gave me, he doesn't work there. And the number he gave me doesn't work. So he's a fake and he's a liar. Anyway, and to Sid Bash here, like I said to you, man, I've given Raj hiding message into himself. No. Oh, you already emailed? Okay. So yeah, I'll probably be yeah. So here's the first one. Like I said, come out pretty nice for Sunny. Took a bit of time because I had to get the fur right. I think I've got it pretty good now, to be honest with you. And the grass is looking pretty good as well. Got to work it a little bit more. Big up to Sunny though. I think it's come out. Yeah, so do a show on that, yeah, but you need to control it. I can't have E sort of bitch on there or certain other people because I want to talk about that guy and expose his bullshit and his lies and stuff. Because I've got information about him now and I want to expose him on that. Anyway, I'm off anyway, man. Take care, guys. Have a good night.